to you from Ed DeForest Sports Complex, and my old friend over here, Matt Grafton, sporting the Eddie look with the little mustache and the little goatee beard thing going on.
But Eddie would never be caught dead in what he's wearing.
Oh, I'm sorry. For y'all that don't know, Eddie doesn't appreciate the finer things in life, like being a Georgia Bulldog. I'll just say this: he supports some little farming school over in L.A., Lower Alabama.
Mm-hmm. That I do.
Folks, it's a hot day in Macon. We got here, temperature 101 degrees, heat index of 108, and we're going to be in the same range at 7 o'clock. And Eddie, at 9 o'clock, 9:30, we're still going to be looking at, depending on what time we got, between 9:30 and whatever, we're going to be still looking at 90 plus.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. Not going to. It is hot.
Yes.
I got to give it to coaches and players for doing the best they can. I just hope everybody's been drinking plenty of water. Anything caffeine doesn't help you.
I think the last time I was here, if I'm correct, was about 3 years ago, All-Star game in January, and it was not this warm then. It was kind of windy and cool.
Okay.
But they've redone this complex, and I tell you, it looks really good.
It is. It's nice.
I love this press box. I wonder if they'd miss it if we borrowed it.
Well.
And, of course, you got the big Megatron thing going on over there, and the complex looks beautiful. They got artificial turf down now. It looks really, really good up here. And we ran into an old friend coming up. The AD at Rutland High School, they've got one for the county, but each school has their own AD, is none other than Daryl Silas, who was defense coordinator under, throw his name at me, Eddie. Jim Morrell.
Wow.
Yep, under Jim Morrell. Left, went to Dooley, and, he also spent time at Baldwin and places like that, but he is now the AD up here. It was good to see him. Eddie, the guys are down the field getting warmed up. And
they got off the bus. They're
loosening up.
They're loosening up. Yes.
Yeah, they're loosening up. Jeez. That's not quite the way.
Poor choice of roads.
Yeah, very poor. Eddie, and I can say right now, they got a few more kids than we do.
Yeah, I think they got about 20, 30 more players than we do. I think our front line can play with them, but it's going to be it's just so hot out there. They're not going to be able to play all the game.
Yeah, I'm very, very concerned about the heat conditions for these kids this afternoon, and I know that everybody's been going through it, but one of the things we talked about a lot on the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show with their coaches was how they prepared for this week. And many of the coaches we talked to this morning went to morning workouts at 5 o'clock in the morning because they were getting more physical work at that time. In the evenings, Eddie, you got to worry about just training you guys, period.
We were at a ball game last night. I was. Me and my wife went to support my son over at Chris County. And one of the sports guys walked out with a heat gun to the middle of the field and did the temperature. Then he come back in the shade and did the temperature. This was at 7:30. You want to know what the temperature was in the shade?
What?
110.
And that right there has a lot to do with it.
AstroTurf.
AstroTurf.
And that's what we're playing on tonight.
Yeah,
people don't understand that AstroTurf is generally hotter than regular grass.
And depending on what base they put on, some of them has got basically like asphalt on them. Others have got the crushed gravel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what you got, it's going to generate more heat anyway.
Yeah.
And that kind of material is going to generate heat.
Yeah.
Coach Silas walking by us, he's taking that little hot backpack too.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's coming to look for you, Bruce. But yeah, I mean, it's just hot out there, and the band did not. There was two things that come out of that game, and we won't talk about the score. It was Westlake out of Atlanta, but the heat was one thing. The band itself was decimated by COVID. There were 30 members that were not there on that field because of COVID, so they didn't play their normal show. They didn't even have the jackets and all this on. So the ones that were there, still loud, still real good, but the ones that were there were in shorts and a T-shirt. one of the leaders walked off. She got to the sideline and she crumpled. She passed out. It was so hot. And they've been out in it all, getting ready for it and all. I mean, it's just, you cannot prepare for stuff like this.
No, this is beyond what you actually prepare for.
Yeah.
Teams continue to loosen up, getting ready for the kickoff at 6 o'clock. We got about 21 minutes before kickoff of tonight's game. We're going to take a 3-minute break and send it back to the studios and get a few messages in, and we'll be back and look at some scores from last night around the state. You listen to the Red Devil pregame show right here on the river. Stay tuned.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866. For all your tax needs and IRS e-file in Middle Georgia, it's Lester's Income Tax Service at 99 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-1650. Best of luck, Red Devils.
Solo Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers Pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
Welcome back into Macon, where we're at Ed DeFore Sports Complex, part of the Bibb County School District. Teams out there still loosening up, getting ready to go. We're just about 17, 18 minutes away from the kickoff of tonight's game. Now my first trip to the stadium, my very first one was in the early days, back in the mid-'90s when the Middle Georgia reinstated the football program. I was fortunate enough to come up then. It was right after the stadium was built, must have been late 90s, and had an opportunity to come here and broadcast a Middle Georgia, at the time, Middle Georgia Warrior football game. It was a lot of fun then, and the place really still looks good. Of course, we come up, Eddie, this is our second trip, broadcast Red Devil Ball, and of course, we're talking about coming up to an all-star game up here.
Yeah.
But beautiful complex. It's well done. I know that they're one of the reasons that we got pushed to Saturday is they're doing a lot of construction across the county on the athletic facilities, and I tell you that they've got this one looking right.
A lot of work's going into it. And
yes.
The new artificial turf looks real good. It could host some real good games here.
Oh, absolutely. If you wanted to use this as a neutral site for some playoff games for the Class A games and maybe even Double A, this would be a great location for that.
Well, yeah, I think it would too, and it would hold the fans. I mean, it's a big stadium, so. And
listen, you talking about in November, you could do this, and on a Saturday you could play 3 games starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, and play 3 and never get pushed around as far as time goes.
Yeah,
it's a great complex.
Yep.
Eddie, got a few scores for us?
A lot of these are scores. Saturday, everything just about is in, but got a few. And I'm gonna go through the ones that are, for Middle Georgia, like Central Macon Chargers and Howard Huskies faced off last night. Huskies come out on top 56-0. Savannah Christian 56-14 over Island Sharks. Wouldn't that, if I had to have a job coaching or doing anything, Savannah or the Island, that would be nice. Cedar Grove and Monarch played last night. Monarch beat Cedar Grove 50-42. GPB matchup next week is going to be Cedar Grove and Westlake. That'll be a good one. Brunswick Pirates 21-17 over Camden County Wildcats. The Colquitt County Packers beat Stockbridge Tigers 47-27 last night. Ware County Gators 28-7 over Richmond Hill. Valdosta played Cook Hornets and come out on top of that one 37-20. You had scrolling down and get some Westlake over Chris County 50-12. Let's see what else we got in here. Grayson Rams 83-0 over Eagles Landing Golden Eagles. Parkview Panthers 60-0 over Shiloh. Wheeler Wildcats 59-17 over Leicester Trojans. You had let's see, going on down. Buford Wolves 10-7 over Mallard Creek High School. That one's a shocker. Central Gwinnett Black Knights 50-7 over Appalachia Wildcats. Jones County Greyhounds 44-19 over Decula Falcons. Houston County Bears Hoko 42-35 over Perry Panthers. That was a good one. Lee County Trojans 51-14 over Hatfield. Northside out of Warner Robins 28-17 over Peach County. Bruce, that's Peach County's hadn't righted the ship yet.
No, it's early in the season. You got a new coaching staff, and they're trying to put their stamp on the game. And if you're going to blow it up, you blow it up the first year and get everything in place.
Well, you blow it up first half of the year and second half when you get in region, then you're okay.
Yes.
And they'll buy in eventually. I mean,
oh, sure.
A great coach over there. Let's see what else we got in here. We got we got a phone call coming in.
It's not mine, so.
We got Ola Mustangs 49-14 over Luella Lions. Ola's on 2-game winning streak, Bruce.
Yeah, I tell you, they really surprised me. That's a program that has struggled tremendously over the years. But this year they're playing at a much higher level.
Well, when you talked in your county schools, you didn't really. Ola wasn't one of the ones you talked about.
No, absolutely not. No, not in a good sense.
No. Going on down here, we're going to try to get into some AA, single A. Dodge County beat West Lawrence 20-10. Dodge County goes to 1-1 on the year.
And that is a game that normally would favor West Lawrence, but I tell you, they're not quite where they were. And nothing against the coaching staff and all that, but the guy that really led them the best, he's now an assistant in Blakely wearing purple and gold.
Yeah. Let's see. Going on down here, Friday 6-1 over Beach Bulldogs.
Eddie, you mentioned having a job at the beach. That made me think of Kyle Hockman.
Yeah, I know. I thought that I'd get you a rise out of it.
McEacher and of course, he years ago they were down there and they were at the beach and his family, and they bought an older house and they worked on that thing and remodeled it the way they wanted it for 5 years. He resigned up there or retired, whichever the case may have been. Took a job at New Hampstead, and
we called him. He was on the beach.
Called him once. He was on the beach, and called him one time, and he was on the tee box.
Yeah.
He said, "Can you give me a minute to tee off?" You could hear that you could hear that sound and that ting. He's living the life.
Yeah.
He's living. He told us to be serious. He said, "We've had coaching meetings sitting down on the beach. You can't get any better than that."
Fitzgerald Purple Hurricane 43-19 over Turner County. Pierce County Bears 41-0 over Jeff Davis. Worth County 44-12 over Mitchell County.
You got a couple more there?
Well, I was looking for the Blakely County score.
Blakely won 34-20, I believe it was. Yes, 34-20 over Wilcox.
Irwin County 34-20 over Dewey County. And with that, I'll send it back to you, Bruce.
We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll get a quick breakdown of this game and also some scores from within the region last night. You're listening to the Red Devil pregame show on the river. We'll be back after these messages in 3 minutes. Stay tuned.
If you're near the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville, the smell of the fresh fried chicken may lead you right inside for the best meal you'll ever have. Stop and see Lewis Fowler and his staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville for the daily buffet and the daily specials. Come try the Thursday night buffet with shrimp and fish or the Super Sunday buffet after church. Plus, there's full service menu available. And let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, either in-house or on location. The Steakhouse Restaurant on the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville.
Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers Pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all, like, smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
If you're near the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville, the smell of the fresh fried chicken may lead you right inside for the best meal you'll ever have. Stop and see Lewis Fowler and his staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville for the daily buffet and the daily specials. Come try the Thursday night buffet with shrimp and fish or the Super Sunday buffet after church. Plus, there's full service menu available. And let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, either in-house or on location. The Steakhouse Restaurant on the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville.
If it's great outdoors is your thing, remember Harris Country Meats. Harris has hunting supplies, fishing, bait and tackle, and a complete garden center. You can also grab a snack for your outing at Harris Country Meats and Grocery, family owned and operated since 1943. You can call them at 478-783-3276, or you can see them at 666 Cochran Highway, Hawkinsville. Harris Country Meats and Grocery.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law, Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
Good afternoon. Welcome into Red Devil Football. Pregame show continues. We're down to the last few minutes. A check of the game here tonight.
Before you get started, Bruce.
Yes.
Just want to let our fans know that we are on YouTube now. You can do a search on YouTube for the XL Sports Network, and when you find it, like and subscribe, and you'll start getting and set up notifications. Every time we post something on YouTube, you'll get a notification. You can listen in. We have the Drive at 5. We have Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, and the Red Devil games. And that's where we're going to start putting pretty much everything. And
there's some old stuff that goes way back that maybe we'll get him to see if we can put some of that stuff that was put on by us over the years.
Yeah. But remember, guys, go to YouTube. Just do a search for XL Space Sports Space Network, and you'll see it. There's like 6, I think, videos there now, and they should be getting bigger. That's where our stuff will be, and you can. They're in the air conditioner right now.
Yeah, they're not coming out until they have to.
They're probably trying to drag them out. Yeah, the question was asked, where are the officials, and I don't see them. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, but just like I said, go to YouTube, XL Space Sports, Space Network, and you'll see us, and just like and subscribe, and you'll get all the notifications. Back to you, Bruce.
Rutland Hurricanes Class AA Region 2. Coach Anthony Williams' first season as head coach. They're 1-0 after beating Towers 26-6. Next week they'll take on Coach Spoon Wrestler and Westside Seminoles. Red Devils, of course, Class A Division 2 Region 4. Coach Tim Suttles in his first year. Last season, Devils had a 3-7 record. Suttles was 19-13 in his time at Montgomery in 3 years. Last week we played Portal, came up short 26-0 on, and a much closer than score would indicate. Next week we'll be back at Bobby Gentry Stadium to take on the Claxton Tigers. Within the region last night, Wheeler County lost to Toombs County 49-6. It was Wilcox dropping one to Blakely 34-20. Of course, we're playing tonight. Telfair County at Lanier County was postponed due to bad weather. Dooley County lost a closer than I expected to Irwin County 34-20. It was Bryan County all over Rutland 45-0. And Montgomery County lost to Warren County 53-28. It was a bad night within Region 4.
Yeah, but if you look at some of the games, we're playing upper classification.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't read too much in it. Yes, you want the wins, but really it doesn't matter until you get to region play. Except when it comes to Blake County. We don't like losing.
Absolutely.
Something about that purple and gold.
Other Saturday night games tonight, Burke County is at Effingham County, Douglas County at Mays. It's Douglas of Atlanta at Washington. It is Gadsden County, Florida at Lowndes County. Hawkinsville, of course, here tonight at Rutland. Miller Grove at Jackson of Atlanta. Southeast Bullock at Statesboro. Down at Georgia Southern. Southwest DeKalb is at Tucker. And St. Peters of New Jersey at Creekside. Check of the weather forecast brought to you by our friends at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville, home of the best food in Middle Georgia tonight. We're expecting a very hot, muggy night, a very slight chance of rain. We've got a temperature of 101 with a high humidity, which gives us a 108-degree heat index. So it's brutal down on the field. We expect the temperature to drop to a cool 95 degrees by the time we get out of here with the heat index. And it's going to be brutal. Of course, weather forecast brought to you by our friends at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville, home of the $8.99 specials and Middle Georgia's best hamburger steaks.
Well, the thing is, there's no wind blowing. If you look out there, I don't see a tree moving. The only thing I see is cars moving coming in, but there's no wind blowing. And, yes, when the sun goes down, it's going to get a little cooler, but it's going to get a lot more muggier.
Absolutely. We'll take our last break, and we'll be back in 3 minutes with the kickoff of tonight's game between the Hawkinsville Red Devils and the Rutland Hurricanes here in Macon. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned. You listen to Red Devil Football on the River.
Hhs Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town shine. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics. When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866.
Welcome back into the Red Devil pregame extra long show this afternoon. We just got word that the officials had to wait about 2 hours outside the dressing room. No one had unlocked it for them. And now the kickoff of tonight's game has been pushed back to 6:45. And instead of y'all listening to us run our mouth up here and talk, we're going to send it back to the studios and let you listen to some great 70s and 80s music on the river. And we'll be back at about 6:40. Hopefully with the kickoff at about 6:45 here on the river. We'll be back in just a little while. Stay tuned, folks.
We've got too far this time, but I'm dancing on the Valentine. I tell you, somebody's fooling around with my chances on the danger line. I'll cross that bridge when I find it. Another day to make my stand. Oh, high time is no time for deciding if I should find a helping hand.
The weather, I just checked it a moment ago, it's gotten a little bit hot. 104-degree heat index. The actual in Alabama today is under a weather delay over there. And, of course, this weekend everybody comes out, Eddie.
Yeah.
The football will get underway next weekend heavy. The big one today was Notre Dame and Navy playing.
Notre Dame and Navy, Vanderbilt and Hawaii.
That's a bag of matchups.
I mean, there were some good matchups in there. I think we'll get home in time to see some of them.
And, of course, the Notre Dame game, of course, it was in Ireland Day.
Yeah, the USC game, while it shouldn't be much of a game, I can't remember who they're playing. They're picked by at least 3 San Jose State, and I think they're picked by 4 touchdowns. But it's a Head Start preview of the quarterback for USC. He's a Heisman. Right now he's leading at odds and getting the Heisman this year. And I wonder about that. We need to bring three headsets from now on. Matt's going to show up. We could converse about this.
Absolutely.
But you preseason polls really don't mean that much.
No. But if you set too low and you're a much better team, it can hurt you if it's slow getting up there. There's the kick. We'll be taking that to 19. They'll bring it back up the middle. They'll bounce over to the right. He gets across the 30, the 35, the 40. He's got a little bit of room, and we're going to push him out finally at about the 48.
Yeah, that was number 12. That was, I don't have a 12 on here.
Joshua Benson with the carry.
13. That was number 13. That was Malik Sims with the tackle or the push out.
Hurricanes up to the line. They'll split a wide out to the top side, 2 to the right. And we'll have to get the starting lineup as we go. A little bit of a delay there. I think it was checking maybe equipment over there on the other side. Our guys.
Now our guys are shaking hands.
Yeah, with their guys. Whatever that's about, I'm not sure. It's good to see good sportsmanship.
Right now.
Now
Temperatures are going to flare at least once as hot as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Yeah, I don't care how good you are. It's going to get hot out there.
You're going to get grumpy.
You're going to get grumpy. I'm grumpy just by walking up the steps.
My grandkids call me a grumpy old man, and they're pretty much right. One out to the left, two to the right side. Man in motion, shotgun. Snap, don't give it to his running back up the middle. He cuts right, now cuts back towards the middle, and he gets across to the 48-yard line.
He's brought down by number 51 for the Red Devils. That is Landon Johnson, a 10th grader.
Latner is your quarterback. Senior, 5'9", 172. Two wide outs to either side, empty backfield. Man in motion this way. He fakes it in. The quarterback's going to keep it to the left side and going to run into a bunch of white jerseys over there. He's going to get maybe a yard or two.
I'm looking for the man on the bottom. That's who got to him first. And that would be number 6, Dagan Mullis. The strength of our defense really is our linebackers and back. Our defensive line is no slouch, but our linebackers really control the tempo of the line.
Third down and 7, two to the other side. And he's got a back there with him to his left. Takes snap, he steps back, he looks. He's going to throw it and completes it. A beautiful throw and catch to number 7 down there. That was Green.
Yeah, he threw that one in the seam right there. It couldn't have been thrown any better than that.
No, it was a perfect throw. And it puts him knocking on the door. They're down at the 10-yard line. Are they across the 10? No, they're saying first and goal. So that inside the 10 a little bit. Wide out to the side, shotgun. Latner gets snapped. We got procedure against the offense. And, boy, that was a big play hit that we have got to make sure that we don't give them. We've got to give that bump, keeping that guy from getting free.
Yeah, you got to pinch them at the line. When you got receivers that fast, you got to pinch them at the line, throw off the timing a little bit.
There on the hash on the far side, they'll flip the receiver Green over here to this side. Now working from the pistol. Looks to the sideline to get the play. Now they're going to shift with a wing to the left side, wide out to the right. Quarterback steps back, looks, rolls this way.
He's going to be hit.
And he's hit way behind the line.
By number 66. Bruce, that is Josh Killings.
Yeah, Josh Killings. And, of course, you had a big 77, Darius Anderson, right behind him. And two other jerseys. It's going to bring up second down now, all the way back out at the 21-yard line, 21 and a half. They'll split two wides to the left, one to the right. From the shotgun, Latner. There's a snap. Going to put it in 20's belly. He gets to the corner, going across the 20, and slips and going to cut inside the 15, maybe to the 14 or 13.
Brought down by Nelson Singletary, number 5.
That was Collier with the carry. Again, we're having to get these guys on the...
They're swapping them out left and right. You can't keep up with them. Killings makes the tackle. He goes out, and then you bring in... It's hard to keep up.
That's Benson now split out to this side. On the other side, another one, Lester. Got them spread everywhere. Timeout will be called by the Hurricanes. Timeout on the field, 8:56 left to go here in the opening quarter. No score. We'll take a 60-second break. Listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
One night in Austin, Texas, Christy Lanahan took a walk downtown. She listened to a band. She had a bite to eat. And while walking back to her car, she was killed by a drunk driver. Next time your friend insists on driving drunk, do whatever it takes to stop him. Because if he kills innocent people, how will you live with yourself? Friends don't let friends drive drunk. An appeal to intervene from the Ad Council, the Department of Transportation, and this station.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
We're back as Hurricanes line up 2 wides to the right, 1 left, working from the shotgun. That is Brown now to his left. There's a snap, a little high snap. He looks to his right. Stone's throw it. And intercepted by the Red Devils down there. That's number 5, Nelson Singletary, making the catch and getting the ball back for the Red Devils. We'll have it going the other way.
Now, are they going to mark him just inside, or are they going to take it out to the 20?
Yeah, bringing it out to the 20, it looks like. Yeah, they're bringing it out to the 20.
Because it looked to me like he went into the end zone.
Was it 8 or 5?
It's 5. It was Singletary.
I think 8 is on the shelf today.
Yeah.
He's got an
Amari Hunt is out.
He was ruled out for this week. Good ball player, wow. Wide out to the right side. Devils line up. Got the wing sets to either side. Malik Brown in the shotgun. Going to take a high snap over his head, and he's going to run it down all the way back at the 2. And that has been, Eddie, a problem that we have faced some over the weeks now. We're trying to break it into a center. Again, your number one job, no matter what else happens, you get the snap to him.
Ooh, that backs us up, Bruce. It's 2nd and
they
22.
They marked it down at the 7. I thought it was at the 2, but it's in 7. That's still pretty darn deep. Devils send the wide out to the right. Man in the slot to that side. Man in motion. That's little Bernard Smith. They pitch it to him. He gets to the corner, spins, and he may get a couple yards, but he ain't going to get much more than that as they collapse that left side.
Yeah. Boy, it scares you when you're that deep in territory, and they do that little tall sweep, and it doesn't look like it's a good tall sweep.
No, it's more like a push.
Yeah, it's like a basketball throw.
Yeah, they're not. It's not the old style that you flip an underhanded. This thing is a push. You just whatever you do to get it to him.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 now. 3rd and 20. Kind of wide out split, wide to the left. That is Brown out there.
Fumble.
And we fumbled the ball on the snap, and now it's going to go over to the Canes, and they'll have it 1st and goal at about, they're going to stay at 11, 1st and 10.
So we borrowed the ball for 2 plays.
Yeah. 7:24 on the clock, no score first quarter. But Rutland is now at the 11-yard line of the Red Devils.
Looks like a water break.
And we got timeout on the field. Looks like it is official water break, timeout by the official. With that, we'll take a 90-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Stay tuned.
For all your tax needs and IRS e-file in Middle Georgia, it's Lester's Income Tax Service at 99 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-1650. Best of luck, Red Devils.
If you're near the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville, the smell of the fresh fried chicken may lead you right inside for the best meal you'll ever have. Stop and see Lewis Fowler and his staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville for the daily buffet and the daily specials. Come try the Thursday night buffet with shrimp and fish or the Super Sunday buffet after church. Plus, there's full service menu available. And let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, either in-house or on location. This Steakhouse Restaurant on the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville.
If it's great outdoors is your thing, remember Harris Country Meats. Harris has hunting supplies, fishing, bait and tackle, and a complete garden center. You can also grab a snack for your outing at Harris Country Meats and Grocery, family owned and operated since 1943. You can call them at 478-783-3276, or you can see them at 66 Cochran Highway, Hawkinsville. Harris Country Meats and Grocery.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough, and call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. home.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
Welcome back in as Latner just takes it right back up the middle. He's going to pick up just a short gain. It looks like they're going to spot him at the 10.
And Bruce, we might need to expand on our board there to a 4
yeah.
person.
There's the snap. He'll take it right back up the middle again. He pushes out to the right side. It's going to go down to around the 7-yard line. It's obvious here they're going to try to keep it on the ground and get behind the big guys in the middle till they can get some.
Yeah.
They break the huddle quickly. They'll send 2 wide to the left.
Basically what they want to do is thin out the defense.
Latner in the with the pistol with Brown behind him. Tight end to his right side. He's getting the play from the sideline. And he's got
Looks
2
like
wide to the left.
The play.
Yes. Working from the pistol. There's snap. Going to give it to his running back up the middle, and he's going to find a little bit of space. He's going to get across the 5 down to about the 3. And it's going to bring up now 4th down and about 2 yards to go.
You got a feeling they're going to go for it.
Yeah. And they'll line up quickly. Same formation from the pistol. Latner takes snap. He's going to throw a quick out pass to the left, and he's in the end zone touchdown.
Oh, man. We moved our outside containment. We had one man out there to cover 2 people, and the quarterback saw it. Props to him. He saw it, and he threw a bullet to his inside receiver.
4 yards and a touchdown. 6:02 on the clock. And the Canes are on the board here in the first. They'll line up for the PAT. Number 0, Whitfield. Well, don't see his number on it here. There's snap. The hold, the kick is up, and the kick is...
Ooh, did it make it? Yes,
it
did.
Just dropped across. And just like that, they're on the board, and the extra point is good. 6:02 left to go in the opening quarter, and it is now Rutland leading 7-0. We'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers Pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
Canes do a short onside kick is caught, and now let's see, they're going to say offsides against the Canes. The guys on the outside here around the 40 on the field there got a little bit too quick down the field, and it'll back them up. But man, what a catch and run!
I'm telling you, man, speed.
Wow, he hung it up a little bit too good. They got it too quick. I see we got company coming in to the right down here, Eddie.
Somebody locked the door.
He must have really aggravated his wife pretty bad to get out of the house this early.
Bruce, this is really pleasant. It's like watching football on a big screen.
Yes. Not quite as the big screen that me and my friend here to the right had. The first year they went to Georgia State to play the championships, everybody was cold and wet, and we were in there in fair catch.
Oh, he dropped it.
Fumbled it. And let's see who got the ball.
Hopefully number 20.
Yeah, we've got a
it looks like it's, Lord, another one of them ugly shirts.
Devils have first and 10 at their 40-yard line.
Got a player down.
But anyway, the first year they were at Georgia State, we went up and it was raining and it was cold, and we couldn't find anywhere. And we finally went in and went to the north side of the stadium and there was a lounge up there that nobody was sitting in. There was a party on the backside in another room. We sat there at this table right in front of this window that was about the size of 4 of these together at least, and looked out over the stadium, and the most comfortable anybody in the stadium was. It was a great day. Like we never got up there. It was like a maze getting through that facility where it was laid out. Of course, we're talking about old Turner Field.
Yeah.
And
y'all might have been in Ted's room.
We could have been. You know
or
what?
Jane's.
I got a feeling that Chuck probably acted like a man does, like you said a while ago.
Yeah, he pouted because she got rid of him.
And his wife probably said, that's it. Go. Just get out of the house. Get out of here. Go. Don't want to deal with you the rest of the night. And it worked, didn't it, Chuck? Good. I ran into him coming in. I like that shirt. Eddie, you bring Eddie one? Oh, yeah, there you go. Devils up to the line. First down and 10 at the 40-yard line. They got to split out wide to the right, working from the shotgun. Malik Brown takes the snap, gonna roll to his right, looks, throws it in.
Oh, man.
He had his man out there, and he kind of got turned around. That was Naeem Blair.
Yeah, he threw it about a step behind where he was.
And he couldn't get his body situated, yeah. That was incomplete. But that one's out in good territory. That had been at least a 15-yard pickup.
Well, it also makes the Hurricanes think next time he rolls out, is he going to throw it? Do we have everybody covered? That's the thing I like about the offense this year. It's more balanced.
Wide out to the right. Devils on the hash on the side. Man in motion. That's Zenard Smith. They pitches it to him, and he's got jerseys all over him that are in orange. And they knock him down about 4 yards behind the line.
Yeah.
I think they may have watched the film on that one.
Well, they've got 2 weeks worth of film, actually 3 if you count the scrimmage, and the Devils are moving the ball. Devils, you don't contain them the whole time.
No. Devils break out of the huddle. 5:21 left to go in the first quarter. Devils down 7-0 here at Rutland. Devils again on the hash on the far side. Man split out on that side. Wing to either side. Man in motion. That's Zenard. League takes snap. He fakes left, rolls to this side.
He's open.
Got a man wide open across the 40, the 35, and that is number 10 out there. Harlem Phillips with the catch. And then once again, the Devils showed they could throw, and that time they completed it.
About a 34-yard pass, Bruce.
That ball will be spotted all the way down to the 34-yard line. First down and 10, Red Devils. He fakes the roll to the right side and then comes back this way and found that man open. Got him in between. Bryson Singletary now split out to the right side. Devils from the shotgun. Zenard with got him now going to give it to Wallace. And Dagan's going to take it all the way down, rumbles down to the 21-yard line. It'll be another Red Devil first down. And he found that seam quick, Eddie.
Yeah.
And got 2 Canes down. One in the backfield and one back at about the line of scrimmage. And they look like they're in pain. We're going to call a timeout. Timeout on the field. Let's give us 60 seconds. Devils trail 7-0. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
There is one place for great custom-cut meats like fresh beef, pork, chicken, and more. It's Harris Country Meats. They also have a full-line deli with smoked brisket, barbecue, salad, sandwiches, plus much, much more. They also offer a great line of fresh and frozen vegetables. Harris Country Meats and Grocery, family owned and operated since 1943. You can call them at 478-783-3276, or you can see them at 66 Cochran Highway. Harris Country Meats and Groceries, proud supporters of...
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The Big City Lawyer with Small Town Shine. David Venable, attorney at law, Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
We're back as they helped the 2 guys off. One of them, a little concerned. It looked like he was having some knee issues.
Bruce, Devils are moving the ball.
1st and 10, Devils at the 21-yard line of Rutland. Man in motion the other way. It's Denard Smith. Going to give it up the middle to Nelson Singletary, and he maybe gets a couple yards down to the 19. That was a quick hitter. He got 2.5 yards as they're driving towards the scoreboard.
Toward the sun.
So if you're a receiver and you're looking back this way, you're okay.
I don't know the little receiver that caught that strike a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
It didn't even bother him.
Wide out to the left. Wing to the side, working from the shotgun. Man in motion coming this way. And Brown takes it right back up the middle. He's going to cross the 15 down to about the 14. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 yards. The ball will be spotted at the 15. It's got to get to the 11.
And you know it's going to be 2 down territory.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we don't have that kind of kicking game. We've had some of the years we could have attempted one, but I don't think we will in this situation, on this distance. Wide out to the left side, wing to the side. Man in motion. Now he's going to come back.
Oh, man.
Half the offensive line took off running. That hurts. That's going to now put you 3rd and 9. We had short and manageable. Now we got long and extra tough, and Coach Suttle's coming out. Guys, we know the count. We have a heads up on them on that. He's giving his play to his quarterback. Actually, that was Bragg Thompson giving the play to his quarterback. Wide out to the left side. Man in motion the other way. Don't give it up the middle, and we almost lost it. Nelson Singletary juggling it all the way, gets it all the way down to about the 13-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Which is manageable.
Yes. Devils kind of hurrying up a little bit. No, they're slowing it down. They're changing the personnel a little bit. Bryce and Singletary to the right side. Devils with the wing to the side. Man in motion. That's Denard. Going to give it up the middle to Singletary. Singletary going to get the first down at the 10-yard line. First down, Red Devils.
No flags on that floor either.
They're going to give him just across the 10, I think, maybe. He touches the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal. And y'all, these allergies all these weeks, now it's finally got my right ear. Wearing this headset is not good. Let's pull it over to the side a little bit. Devils up to the line. Wing to either side. On the shotgun, man in motion. Denard going to give it. He circles into the middle. Going to cross the 10 and go down to about the 6-yard line, maybe the 7. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be a toss sweep wide, and then he just gives it to him right into the teeth of the defense.
They spotted it on the 6.
It's going to bring 2nd goal at the 6-yard line.
6.5.
Devils with an opportunity here. 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. Devils trail 7-0. Wing to the side. Here goes Denard going the other way. Going to give it to Singletary up the middle, and he's going to drive the ball on. Touchdown. And we got one of our interior guys with a helmet gone. Actually, it's one of the big up backs. 45 is, see who that is. That is Rutherford Nakivas. If I pronounce it wrong, I apologize, folks. Singletary with the score. Yes. He broke his collarbone early last year, and it kept him out.
Nakivas Rutherford.
I read the name backwards, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
How about that?
But we love you.
I'm used to seeing it lined up backwards for the students when I was trying to get them signed in the computer. It's last name, first name, middle initial.
Bruce, we don't care. At least you tried.
Hey, it works. Devils in the spread formation. There's a snap. Singletary's going to throw it over. It's intercepted in the end zone, and the extra point is no good. But the Devils are on the board. They trail 7-6 with 1 minute left to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the River. Stay tuned.
Tell your friends about the River.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town shine. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
Red Devils kick off. A squibbler is going to bounce around, and we're going to hit the guy on the sideline on the far side. He holds on to it, and they'll have the ball first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I got to throw this out there. Thank you, my dear wife. Red Devil game kickoff will be around 6:45. Due to a problem with the officials.
Remind everybody we're on YouTube now. You can look up XL Sports Network. You can find and listen to Red Devil games. College Drive at 5, the Saturday morning quarterback. Find it, like it, listen, and subscribe.
Turn on notifications.
There you go. Wide out to the left, 2 to the right. Shot from the shotgun. Don't give it to his running back coming back this way. Gets to the corner, going to pick up 5.
Ooh.
He's going to come back.
He's going
down. Holding deep.
Yeah, that block, there was a kind of an awkward attempt to block somebody. And
he was trying to block 77.
Yeah, and it worked, but, I mean, you could see there was going to be a flag there anyway. Back it up to the line. It should be on 35 or around 35.
Official fixing to count them off. And the ball will come all the way back to the 33-yard line. First down and 17. 28.
Yeah, it's going to be first down at the 28. It should have been about 3 yards behind that because the penalty actually happened on 35.
2 wides to the left. Man in motion this way. And we got an outside guy that started creeping downfield a little bit quick. You can tell he's the one with his hands on his helmet and now his face mask.
Yeah, he's being talked to.
That's a bad place to be moving.
Well, I got to give props to the center because he leaned over and talked to him and said, you could tell he was telling him what he did wrong. Then he had to walk out there just throwing a fit.
3 wides to the left. 1 iron to the short side. Patner from the shotgun. There's snap. High, he pulls it down, hands it to his running back, and we latch on and hold on.
Drake Mullis was the first one to get there.
And he held on, and then come his brother and a couple others there with him.
Kathy said she was just posting what you said on there, Bruce. It's your fault.
I'll take the credit. Thank you. Send me the check. It'll be spotted down at the 23. Second down. And about...
I see Barrel Peanuts down there.
Yes. You make the long trip. 3 wides to the right. Shotgun. Quarterback steps back, looks to his left, flushed out to this side, and he's going to throw it in there. And we got one winning knock.
That was
beautiful coverage.
That was 6. Corey Howard with the block.
Wow.
He played it perfect.
The little guy went way up and knocked that one away.
That's something that's gotten really good in the last year's our defensive backs. The play, we had some real good play last week. And who was it, Bruce? That was covering number 15.
Malik Sims.
Malik Sims. He had a great day. That's another good sign of it.
3 wides to the left. Working from the shotgun, takes snap, steps back, looks left. He's right, throws it deep down the seam, and he's incomplete. He hit 14 in stride, and he couldn't hold on to it. He was across our 30, our 35, and was going to pick up great yardage. He's not going to like this. He ain't going to want to remember this series at all.
No. Well, this perfect example of what I've been saying. If you got receivers out there that are faster than you got to pinch them off at the line.
Yes.
Pass and catch is all timing, unless it's a broken play. But pass catching is timing, and if you got somebody like that, pinch them off at the line. Cause them a second or so, and then you got a better chance of covering them.
Canes in punt formation, and we got movement on the inside line.
Yeah, one of our receivers. It's going to just bring it up 5. Kick it again.
Backing up 5 more yards inside the 20 now.
Ooh, it's on them.
Yep. It's going to be back at the 18. Nelson Singletary standing at our own 45. Don't think it's going to probably cover quite that far, but and give him an opportunity to run up on it maybe. There's snap. He gets off a high punt at midfield. He calls for a fair catch and going to catch on their own 45. Good kick and a good catch by the Red Devils. And the Devils will have it 1st and 10 at their own 45. First down, Red Devils, and that's the end of 1 quarter of play. With a quarter in the books, the Devils trail 7-6. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned, folks.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
For all your tax needs and IRS e-file in Middle Georgia, it's Lester's Income Tax Service at 99 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-1650. Best of luck, Red Devils.
Solo Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers Pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
We're back as we get ready to start the second quarter here at Ed DeFore Sports Complex in Macon. Between the Hawkinsville Red Devils and the Rutland Hurricanes. Devils will have it at their own 45, 1st down and 10. Devils now be moving left to right. Devils up to the line. Man in motion the other way. There's a snap. Don't give it up the middle to Dagan. Mullis breaks the tackle across the 50. Across the 45, still pushing. And going to get pushed out on our sideline over there. A gain of about 12 yards on the play, down to the 44-yard line.
We're going to start calling him Tank Mullis. He was, he's a load anyway, but, he just did not stop on that one.
That's one of the hardest runs I think he's made in the first 2 games. Winged either side now. The Devils, man in motion the other way. They're going to take the snap. He's going to hand it to Mullis again. He breaks the tackle, stands, keeps going. Cross 35-30, 25-20, inside the 20, down to 15, and going to be pulled down about the 15. The 10-yard line. We're going to say back at the 11. He hit the line hard, and then made that spin and pulled away from him. Wow. That's back-to-back runs like he was making early last year.
Yeah.
Before the Telfair County game. Devils up to the line now. They'll set up from the wing formation, man in motion this way. Don't give it Zenard coming left to right, and he's got nowhere to go. He's hitting the middle, and the little guy is going to run out of real estate. They did Yeah, they did that little thing, looks like a reverse, but instead of coming across, he comes right back into the teeth of the defense, right in the middle. And sometimes he can find a little bit of places to hide and get through there, Eddie.
Yeah, he's so little, he's hard to keep track of, and he's shifty. He's kind of like Gale Sayers used to be back in the day. Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders for the Lions.
Second 11 now for the Devils. Ran in motion the other way. Malik's going to take it, going to give it up to Nelson. And Nelson got leveled by somebody in the middle. Did anybody get that truck number there? Wow.
I can't tell if it was number 19.
Let's see if we can see. That young man needs all the credit in the world.
25. 25 wow. For them. That was...
second page.
Second page here. That was Ricky Boyd.
Wow. Now, he came with an attitude on that one. Talking about driving mad. Wow. A great hit. You got to appreciate that, folks. Little playback. 3rd and 11. But that's what football is all about. Love it. Man in motion this way. And Malik's going to take it out the middle. He's got room. He's going to get down to about the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him to the 6. And it's going to bring up 4th down and about 4 now. And the Devils, you just got to line up and go. 4th down, they're going to stay closer to 5 now. It is spotted on the 6. And he's got to get out to the 2. Yeah. Got to go from the 6 down to just across the 2-yard line, it looks like. Coach Thompson giving this play to his quarterback. Bleak checks back into the huddle. Got 7 seconds. Clock running on the play clock. 4 seconds. We set up, wing to the side. Man in motion. And somebody just jumped, it looked like, or we call time. Timeout on the field. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Devils trail 7-6. And we're down at the 6-yard line. 4th down and 4. We'll take a 30-second break to listen to Red Oval Football on the River. Stay tuned, folks.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
We're back. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Devils trail 7-6. They're at the 6. They got to go to the 2 for a first down. And this is the two teams have really responded, Eddie, better than I thought they would with the heat and humidity. Both teams are staying hydrated and seem to be handling this really well.
They do. I mean, the big boys are the ones that get winded first, and it generally takes it out of them. But I think, with the breaks we're getting and everything, we've been okay.
I've seen no walking by anybody.
No.
Everybody's hustling. Heat index 110. Devils are wide out to the right. They had guys shifted to the left. Now they shift back to the right. Man in motion this way. Don't take the snap. Malik's going to throw back. He's got Harlan Phillips wide open. Touchdown. Wow, he rolled everything to the right and threw back. And Harlan has slid over to the left for a touchdown.
Got over on the celebration. One man went high, one man went low, and it didn't look good.
And that puts the Devils on the board again. Now we lead 12-7 as we'll go for the extra point. We got timeout on the field by the official. Let's see what's going on.
Number 6.
Dagan seems to be a little bit shook up. And they're going to send both teams to the sideline, probably get a little bit of water. It is a very muggy day, like Chuck. Yeah. As Chuck just told us, the heat index is up to 110 right now, and we've got one sick on the field. So we're going to take a 60-second break, and we'll be back, and maybe we'll be ready to go back at it. We'll take a break. You'll listen to Red Devil Football on the River. The Devils lead 12-7. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics. When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866.
If you're near the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville, the smell of the fresh fried chicken may lead you right inside for the best meal you'll ever have. Stop and see Lewis Fowler and his staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville for the daily buffet and the daily specials. Come try the Thursday night buffet with shrimp and fish or the Super Sunday buffet after church. Plus, there's full service menu available. And
Solo Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers Pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
Red Devils set to kick off. 8:55 left to go here in the first half. Devils up 12-7. They didn't put the last score on the scoreboard. It's not on that one. It's on that one.
Yeah.
You'd think they would work together. Apparently, they're independent. Maybe we can add the two together. Will that work? Devils set to kick off. Zenard Smith is going to tee it up. I don't think we've seen Zenard kick. Takes a step back, gets ready.
Bruce, I've reset the board over here to see if it was sinking. It's not sinking.
No. He approaches the ball and kicks it. High, short kick. It's going to be out of bounds over here. He got his foot under it, got it high. I tell you what, that kind of kick, you get that high, you line up for extra point, you kick it straight, you're going to get it through every single time. You know, that was one of the things as an adult I did many years ago was I practiced. I set the ball 5 yards deep in the end zone. If you can clear that height, you ain't got to worry about anybody blocking you.
So what are they going to do, make us re-kick it, or are they just going to take it on the...
Nope. Well,
they're going to take it on the 35-yard line.
They are going to take it. Devils are setting up to re-kick, but they're going to take it down here. And that's what I do on a hot day like this. I wouldn't re-kick.
Yeah.
I don't see any real advantage from doing that. 8:55 on the clock, first half. Devils up 12-7. Canes up the line. They split three wides to the right, one left. Working from the shotgun. There's snap. Quarterback's going to take it right back up the middle. He bounces outside and going to get room, going to break across the 40, and we're going to finally push him out at the 45.
No, he was a man on the mission there. He bounced like a bowling ball. Reminded me of that running back for the Steelers.
Pick.
Yeah.
I see Jody Heath roaming around on this side.
Yeah,
Not sure what that's about.
Lock the doors. He's threatening to come up here and see us.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Not unless he's bringing a bowl of peanuts.
Okay.
Kane's getting to play in from the sideline. Quarterback gets it. It is 1st and 10 now at their own 45. He just got the first. There's the snap. Going to give it to the running back up the middle. And the Devils are going to knock him backwards. And whistle's blowing. He's going to be down after a gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, that was number 52. That was, all right. Yeah, that was Trey Porter.
Kane's up. They'll send 2 wides to the right, 1 left. Devils send a 4-man front. Kane's in the pistol. 2nd and 7. There's the snap. Sticking his running back's belly up the middle. And there is our old friend, number 66 again.
Yeah.
Josh Killens.
Josh Killens is a man on a mission right there. So far, they're not moving the ball up the middle.
No. We have been pretty good. It's going to bring up 3rd now and 5. They'll send 2 wide to the right, 1 left. One on the left is number 14, Lester. There's snap, up right, and he throws it and makes the catch. And good job coverage getting to him and knocking him down about 3 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, that was number 26, I think, right there, and that is Jaquel Powell.
They may pass, but I think it's more like they're going to spread the field and try to find a lane.
Yeah, they're going to try to find a lane up that middle.
Working from the shotgun, he's got 2 leads over here on this side. He can follow, gets the line.
Oh, he's not going to make it.
Darius Anderson and company knock him down. He gets 2, but he needed 3, and the Devils will take over 1st and 10.
That Devil defense stiffening.
Devils knew exactly what they were doing. Devils 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. They lead 12-7. Devils tried to pass on the first extra point, and it got intercepted. The second one, we attempted the run, and we got within inches of the goal line, fell a little short.
Yeah.
Devils break out of the huddle. They'll send 1 wide to the left. Wing to the other side. Man in motion. There's a snap. Blake rolls.
Ooh.
And he's going to go down. He's got nowhere. He's got one guy that blew up the middle, and now I think he may have turned his ankle or knee or something.
Yeah.
He went down immediately.
He's getting up. He just...
he's okay.
It's almost like, you get when you fall on the ball, the air just go. But, yeah, he sniffed that one out.
2nd and 19 now. That was number 29. What a good play by him. He found a gap and got deep in our backfield and blew it all up.
Yeah. .29 is Hakeem Harris.
1 out to the left, wing to the other side. Devils on the hash on the far side. Man in motion the other way. He's going to take the snap. Going to give it right up the middle. And we're going to get about 3 or 4 yards. I'm trying to see who carried the ball.
6. That was Mullis.
Mullis back in the game. Cupcake schedule started this week in in college football, and it'll continue for the most part, other than a game here and there.
You got to
For the
be
first
talking
3 or 4
about
weeks.
Georgia's schedule.
Everybody is what they're doing is they're doing their share of handouts by playing the smaller schools and giving away big checks. 3rd down and 6 now. Take snap, gonna roll, and he throws it. It's got a man wide open. And it's
First down.
First down, Red Devils all the way down to their 40-yard line.
Yeah,
that was Naeem Blair with the catch.
Yeah, number 2, Blair.
What a play there. He does that little reverse roll in that backfield.
Yeah, it's almost like he's going to turn and quick toss one way and just turns his back to the field. Yeah.
And he does it a lot of plays.
Yeah. Well, that's the key to it. If he does it a lot of plays, then they have to react to it. It's
it went out. 1st and 10, Devils at there at 39 now. Rutland snap, and we got procedure against the Devils. It'll back us up 5 yards. We're coming to you today from Ed DeForest Sports Complex in Macon.
Beautiful setting.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Got this little pond to the right, all right.
And we got a real cold air conditioner. That's even better.
Oh, man, that makes me think of fall or winter weather. Yeah.
If it was this temperature outside, too, man.
I wouldn't be in shorts.
I would. Devils in the wing to the side. Man in motion. Don't take snap, leak up the middle, and he gets caught from behind. He got one guy come up our right front and crashed in behind him. I'll bring up 2nd and about 17 now. We've had some long situations, Eddie.
Yeah, we have, and as luck would have it, we got out of those situations with some fine passing or catching.
Malik gets the play from the sideline. Devils break out of the huddle. Bryson Singletary out here to the right, and we got timeout called by the official. Let's see.
I think it's equipment. One of the players run off with a helmet issue.
And we're going to have timeout on the field. The officials are probably going to go ahead and give them all a water break. 4:31 left to go in the first half. Devils lead 12-7. You want to say what, Eddie?
I was going to say happy anniversary to a couple of our listeners, Derek and Lisa Dykes. They're celebrating anniversary, or they celebrated it last night. They thought they weren't going to be able to listen in, but luckily, as our schedule played out, they're actually listening tonight. And
we're glad you guys are. And again, happy anniversary. And again, happy birthday to Coach Dwight Jones of Pacelli. Coach Lee Hamner kind of set him up with us today. And he was a fun interview. He had a lot of spunk in his voice today. And, heck, he's got a team that's playing pretty good ball right now. Fly out to the right from the shotgun, going to give it up the middle, that little inside sweep to the Nard. And he's going to get maybe a yard or two, and that's about all he's going to get. It's going to bring up 3rd and 16 now.
And they got to be thinking, where's the pass going?
Absolutely. Malik gets the play, settles into the huddle. They break the huddle. They'll send a wide out to the right side. That's Bryson Singletary. Devils with a wing to either side. Man in motion. Malik takes the snap. Going to pitch it. Naeem Blair around the left side. And he's going to get maybe a yard, and that's about it. They really cut that corner off, Eddie.
Yeah, he's going to get that yard that we need. Well, he's going to get that yard. It's going to bring up 4th and 15. That little sweep went from right to left, and they were just set up for it. They're fast. I mean, this team is fast. You got to say that. Now, they're a little undersized, and that's kind of where, we've been hitting them. We've been bringing in number 6, Mullis, and, he's about, 5'11", 225.
Yes.
And he's been able to get through them. And then we got the passing game. But, they got certain things are setting up certain things. But looks like we're going to punt this time.
Wesley Johnson, the punt. I'd about to say punt it towards the sideline. Nope, Devils are going to, they're going to run a pooch out here. going to be a high short kick. It's going to hit on the 25 and bounce back all the way this way. And it's going to, it bounced from the 25 all the way back out to the 42.
Wow.
That was a heck of a punt.
4 yards.
It hit, like I said, at 25 and came all the way back. It hit nose down and it went to bouncing.
As a defensive player, or as an offensive player, when you're punting, you got to be aware of everything that's happening. You know, somebody's got to get on it.
He did that little pooch. He kind of rolled this way, trying to get a little bit of room and get a little bit closer line, maybe hopefully get a little more length on it, but it didn't work that time. 2:46 on the clock to go in the first half.
And they're wondering what's going on, so they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout on the field called by the Red Devils. Devils lead by a score of 12-7. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
If you're near the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville, the smell of the fresh fried chicken may lead you right inside for the best meal you'll ever have. Stop and see Lewis Fowler and his staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville for the daily buffet and the daily specials. Come try the Thursday night buffet with shrimp and fish or the Super Sunday buffet after church. Plus, there's full service menu available. And let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, either in-house or on location. The Steakhouse Restaurant on the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville.
Outdoors is your thing, remember Harris Country Meats. Harris has hunting supplies, fishing, bait and tackle, and a complete garden center. You can also grab a snack for your outing at Harris Country Meats and Grocery, family owned and operated since 1943. You can call them at 478-783-3276, or you can see them at 66 Cochran Highway, Hawkinsville. Harris Country Meats and Grocery, proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics.
We're back as Rutland lines up 1st and 10 at their 41-yard line. They sent 3 wides to the right, 1 left from the shotgun. Latner will take the snap. Steps back, looks off his right side, throws it on the seam, right on the hash on the far side.
He caught that one. He put that one in a place that there wasn't a defender around that's going to make the play. And that receiver made a great catch.
And he just sent right down the hash, and he caught it on the run, and that sets him up at the Devil 39. 3 wide left, 1 to the right. And they got him, the guy they like to throw to now on the right side over there. Man in motion the other way. Snap gets away, and he's going to cover it up way back here in their own territory, about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, number 77.
They're going to spot it at the 50.
Darius Anderson made the tackle. It's going to turn out. It's going to be 2nd and 20 at the 50.
Clock at 2:13, run and go here in the first half. Devils on top, 12-7. 1 to the right, 3 split to the left side from the shotgun. Latner takes a snap, steps straight back, looks, and he's under pressure. And he's hit. He releases the ball and makes the completion. They're going to get it down the sideline. We're going to flag tacked on it.
Yeah, he caught him too high. Caught him too high.
Wow. You think that what was going to be a big sack and turn into a long pass. They'll move it. It's inside the 30. Won't they just go half the distance?
Half the distance. He's going to put it on around 13, I think.
Let's see how they spot it. Penalty occurred back on the 28.
Yeah.
They'll move it down to the 14.
Yeah. I think it'll be about 13th, 14th, halfway.
1st and 10 Rutland now at the Red Devil 14-yard line, excuse me. There's snap. He's going to take it this way. Latner cuts back towards the middle, and he's going to go inside the 10 and finally pull down about the 6. As now with time running short in the first half, they're knocking on the door. That big 15 yards on that penalty didn't help us any. They'll split wide outs to the left and right, shotgun, and Latner's going to take it right back at the middle. And We got him. That was old Big Darius Anderson grabbed him and held on.
Big Darius stopped him at about the 6-yard line.
They're going to spot him down at the 5 now.
Yeah.
Clock continues to run.
They're bringing receivers in and out.
And listen, on offense, they're throwing all kinds of packages at you. They got 5, 6, 7 kids that they're running in and out on the offense in the backfield and receiving. Now they're going to line up in the pistol. 2 out to the left, wide outs to the left. Going to stick it in his running back's belly off the left side. He's going to go inside the 5 and going to be knocked back. He's going to be marked down at about the 3-yard line. First and goal.
Down to 44 seconds on the clock.
And that was after the play, and that's going to go.
Somebody was jawing somewhere.
Yeah.
Got emotions tied up into that.
Now they got emotions tied up in the coach.
Dead ball and Sportsman against the offense. And that's going to be a major penalty.
Yes.
Ooh-wee, that's going to move it back to the 18. 15 yards from the end, from the 3. Should be back to the 18. And that's where it's actually going to be back out to the 19.
And timeout.
Rutland. Timeout on the field called by Rutland. Devils lead here 12-7 as we close in on 44 seconds left to go in the first half. Want to remind you that you can find Red Devils on YouTube. Go to XL Sports Network. When you find it, listen to all the Red Devil games. College Drive at 5, the Saturday morning quarterback. Listen, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification.
Drive at 5. Our buddy, the coach back here.
We weren't driving at 5. We were eating a New Way chili dog.
Yeah, Saturday morning quarterback show. You have Red Devil football and anything else we might.
You know what? We're going to have to get Lewis to cater us some turkey and dressing. I'd
rather have horse stew.
Yeah. Me and you both. Some good old Texas Pete to go with it. You ain't kidding. Best fried chicken in Middle Georgia.
I kind of like honey with my chicken. Honey. I take a little honey with me.
Leave Kathy out of this.
Well, she is my honey, I'll admit. But I take honey with me, and I eat it. I dip my fried chicken in it. My daddy got me started on that years ago.
I like it with my biscuit afterwards. Tons of honey. So I go way back. It's not KFC. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
All right.
That's how you tell how old you are.
Whistle back in.
First and goal, ball way back at the 18-yard line. There's snap, quarterback back, looks, and he steps up. He's in trouble. He's got a lot of room over here. And he's going to get inside the 10, the 5, touchdown. He took a play that he had pressure and bounced outside, and we had one guy between him and the goal, and we couldn't corral him. "34 seconds on the clock." I really wanted to get to halftime without them getting near the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
They'll line up for their point after. Horton in to attempt the extra point. His first one he kicked kind of high.
It made it by foot.
Yeah. There's snap. The hold. The kick is high and long, and it's good.
Good.
And with 34 seconds to go in the first half, Rutland now leads our Red Devils 14-12. We'll take a 60-second break. You listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
Canes are set to kick off. There's a high, short kick, and I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
We just fumbled it, and the Canes have it. They kicked it short around the 30. We ran up on it, tried to make the running catch, and the ball got away from us, and now they've got it at the Red Devil 30-yard line. And, folks, with 28 seconds left on the clock, I would rather anybody else have the ball but the guys over here.
Yeah, because they're explosive. They can make a lot happen in 28 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a quarterback that's pretty darn mobile. He can do a lot of stuff, and he's got a good arm.
Get ball in about 8 seconds.
Yep. First and 10 Canes at the Red Devil 30-yard line. This puts us
Timeout, Red Devils.
This puts us in a very tight situation. We cannot afford to give up another one right here.
No.
Devils will call timeout. Of course, I remind you each week, every Saturday morning throughout the course of the season, the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, live from the Dave Venable Studios here on the XL Sports Network, as we interview 16 coaches each week from across the state of Georgia. And, of course, in the last half hour, we go traveling with John Nelson and Eddie as they take a look at the college game each week. And it's all on the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday Morning Quarterback Show.
A lot of fun.
And I tell you what, we really had some good coaches today. Coach Strickland from Ware County actually weaseled me a lunch invite down there. He said he'd take me out to eat if I came down.
You see this eye?
Yeah, eye. He said eye.
I thought about that.
I'm riding with y'all, so it'll be us.
Yeah, he said he could do better than the Red Lobster. That's pretty good. Excuse me, the Olive Garden. I'm sorry. Trips out to the right, shotgun. First and 10 at the Red Devil 30-yard line. Canes with the ball. They look. Going to throw a long pass down left side. He's wide open. Touchdown. Number 14 had a penalty earlier. He had a dropped the pass, and he just caught one. And they're on the board in one play.
Clear Mama is going crazy right here in front of her. She's so happy. Super.
Touchdown, 30 yards. And just like that, it's 20-12, folks.
Cannot make mistakes.
Nope.
You win ball games. You got to get them under control.
That took 10 seconds. As they'll line up now, Horton will line up for the point after. Kick is up high, and the kick is no call, no good. Finally, we get the call. PAT, no good. And the Canes now lead by a score of 20-12. We'll take a break. There's 20 seconds left to go here in the first half. Devils now on the short end, 20-12. We'll take a 60-second break and listen to Red Devil football on the river.
Solo Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers Pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at this Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
Kick taken by the Devils at 21, come out to the 30, and cutting all the way across the field. Don't get outside the 30, the 35, and pulled down.
That's just that little lot like a horse collar.
1st and 10, Red Devils. Ball will be spotted out at about the 30. That's where we're going to spot him down at. 37-yard line.
Coach Sanders over there getting on some players, Bruce. Yeah.
1st and 10, Red Devils at their own 37. 11 seconds on the clock. A second went off after the play stopped. It was at 12. Not some matter that much, or if any. Devils up to the line, away out to the left. Run the shotgun. There's snap. I was sticking under Dagan's belly off the left side. Don't cross all the way out to the 49, and he dropped. Ball got knocked loose. 1 second on the clock. They're gonna roll it down somewhere around, let's say, the 48, and they're gonna say that was the final play of the first half. That was 2 seconds. One that the play before, then that one. But that'll be the final play. Coach is talking to them about that. There should be 2 seconds left. They'll head into the dressing room. We're at the half. Devils trail 20-12. And guys, the last minute of the first half was not kind to the Red Devils.
No, it wasn't. It's just a basic breakdown of special teams. You gotta come up and make that play. It started with that punt where we punted the ball. There's going to be a nice little 25, 30-yard punt, and then the ball bounced back and rolled back and rolled back and rolled back. And it seems like we just sat there and watched it roll, and we didn't get on it. And then on the kickoff return, your up backs are there for a reason. You got to come up and catch that ball, feel the ball, if nothing else. Call a fair catch, and just you cannot let that ball hit the ground.
No.
And but you got to play defense too, Bruce.
Yeah.
Got to play some defense.
We're at the half. Devils trail 20-12. The Devils did a lot of good things on offense. You scored a couple touchdowns and played pretty well on defense for the most part. It's like I said, the breakdowns on a couple plays has made the difference of where we're at or where we could be.
Yeah, I tell you, the score of this game is not indicative of what I've seen. As far as I think, Hawkinsville's outplayed them, except for about 3 or 4 plays.
Yeah,
and those 3 or 4 plays have cost Hawkinsville 13 points going into the half. You go at 13 points in 25 seconds. That's not good.
Chuck, some college scores. Notre Dame all over Navy, 42-3 final.
That was a close game right up until the point toss.
Yeah,
I watched that.
I'm trying to see some more scores in there.
Mercer was playing North Alabama when I left. They had a weather delay, and Mercer, I think, was leading 10-7. I believe is what it was. You have a baseball score. The Atlanta Braves took on the San Francisco Giants, won 7-3. Looks like the Giants kicked a late field goal to make it 7-3.
And I tell you, they just continue to do great things. They are winning a ton of ball games. Best record in Major League Baseball. They're 8-2 in the last 10 games. They're 84-44. 40 games over 500.
That's amazing.
It's absolutely amazing, especially when you consider they were short 2 starting pitchers most of the year due to injuries. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how many records they've probably set or going to set more with hitting this year. With not only the home runs, but for a while they were scoring so many runs in the first inning that it was just crazy. And from game to game, it's not one guy, it's not 2, it's multiple guys that's doing this.
Yeah, and just like in college football, there has been some changes in Major League Baseball this year. Since the last couple of years, the National League now has a DH, so home run record with the National League is going to probably have a little asterisk on it because it's a little different than, can't really compare that to years past when there was not a DH in the lineup. And then the stolen bases with Ronald Coonan Jr., he's got up to almost, 60 now. But, they made the bases bigger, Bruce, which obviously cuts down the space between both those bases, and that does make a difference. You look down there and watch those throws sometimes, man, and you're only just a few inches away from being out or being saved. So But man, they're exciting to watch. You're right.
And you know, one thing that you know, I heard a report, maybe on Fox News where I heard it. It was a female NASA engineer discovered that Major League Baseball themselves had been juicing the ball the last 3 years or so.
Yep.
And they, no, you're reading that wrong. Yep. And they finally come out, yeah, we did.
Well, they want offense. You know, offense sells. People want to see scoring, and, you know, it's just like that in basketball. It's just like that in football, and baseball's no different. You know, what draws the fans is seeing the scoreboard light up.
Yeah, a lot of 1-0, 2-1, 3-2 type stuff. You know, a win is a win, but you know that gets kind of old after a while.
I'd rather see Matt Olson hit a solo home run and Spencer Strider hit 12 or 13 strikeouts in a complete game, 1-0 shutout. You know, that to me is really exciting.
And of course, you know, back in the Braves heydays, when they really got things rolling in the 90s, that was what a lot of you got. You got a lot of the 3-0 games. I mean, the 3-1 games, 3-2 games, 1-0 stuff, which is exciting if you're on the winning side, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
And Chuck, I'm having trouble finding the other college scores today. I know there's a lot of the smaller schools that play.
Yeah,
today.
there was some FCS games on today.
Let's see,
Let me
Mercer.
see if I can find some.
I'll see if I can find them. Mercer leads in the fourth quarter. Under 8 minutes to go in the game, Mercer leads North Alabama 17-7.
Yeah. A friend of mine's grandson plays in that for Mercer. He's a tight end there. Hopefully Mercer's going to hold on. Hometown guys there.
And, of course, football really gets started in earnest next week all across the country. And, of course, folks, if there's a program that you like, get out, go watch them. But there's some good small programs within the state of Georgia. You may not be able to afford to go to Athens or somewhere place like that because, quite frankly, it can get very expensive for a family. But get in your car, go to Mercer, go to Fort Valley State, head over to GMC and Milledgeville and watch a good ball game. There's a lot of them out there. You know, just depending on what part of the state you're in. But there's some great ball games all across the state of Georgia that you can go watch.
Oh, absolutely. Mercer's got a great thing going over there. I've enjoyed going to watch some of their games. I was fortunate enough to be able to coach over there at Fort Valley State and an all-star game, not at the college, but at the college, but not for the college, but at an all-star game. They got a nice facility over there. And you will see some talent. Go over there and watch them play. They got some great talent over there.
I tell you, the years that Middle Georgia reinstated the football program in Cochran back in the mid-'90s, there was a lot of good kids that came through there and through that program over the years. And I tell you, I really miss, and Middle Georgia misses having that program going. Of course, it was junior college is kind of set up against back against the wall. There's not a lot of funding. You have to go out and you have to beg and borrow and do whatever you can do. I've said for years when they reinstated that program, if the SEC and ACC would get together and a couple of the smaller ones in the conference lower divisions across the southeast and the northeast, if they got together and these programs stuck in 25 or 50,000 into a kitty to help those schools, because that when those programs like Middle Georgia started back up, that kept having to send them out into the Midwest and all that money, and then having to try to get those kids back here. They could have made some great junior college conferences in the East just by having the major conferences in the East part of the United States. Each one could throw in 25 or 50,000 a year, and they'd never miss off their budget.
I'm gonna tell you something. There's some talent in this. I was supposed to. I do know that Middle Georgia knows Georgia Military.
Yes.
Back in the early 90s, had a guy that I played with in high school that was incredible. A guy named John Perkins, just absolutely incredible athlete. And he's not the only one that's gone through those schools. And John could have played pretty much anywhere. I think he went to a smaller school for first year, and then I don't know whatever happened after that as far as his career goes. But there's some great talent in those small schools.
Well, I tell you a name that came out of Middle Georgia, played fullback 1 year, and the second year he moved into defense. A guy by the name of Kendrell Bell.
Yeah.
All-pro Pittsburgh. I seen that kid, honestly, true story, hit the up, he rushed on a punt and hit the up back and knocked him through the ball and through the punter. Of course, he wreaked havoc in the NFL.
Yeah.
A guy by the name of Antonio Cochran.
Remember him too?
What a big, great player that he was. And there were some little guys. There was other guys like a guy named by the name of Chasen Carroll. I believe he come out of South Georgia, maybe Valdosta, that played at Middle Georgia College. He was a good ball player. And with him, it wasn't just junior colleges. It was people like Kentucky would send their back in those days, it was JVs.
Right.
And they'd send their JV down to play and stuff like that. It was a great brand of football. And it wasn't just football, it was baseball as well. When Middle Georgia was junior college, that was a fun program to watch. I mean, they're still fun now, but, playing the NAIA is not the same as the junior college program. You get kids at junior college program that's maybe a year away from being signed with a major league contract, and they can go for 1 year and head on. And that was the reason that schools like Middle Georgia was so popular with scouts.
I played NAIA ball, and one thing about, and if they haven't changed the rules, I don't know if they have. I don't think they have. The NCAA is not recognized in NAIA, so you could go play a year or two in NAIA. You still have your full eligibility left in NCAA. So, that could be a good way to develop players too. But Bruce, I want to tell you, right now with the way things are going in high school and even the middle school and even younger, the coaching has gotten so good at the prep level that they're developing kids at such an earlier age than they used to, and so these junior colleges aren't able to get guys to go, prepare for the bigger colleges like they used to. You wait till you get into college where you got development. Now, these guys are getting developed, Bruce, in the 8th, 9th, 10th grade, and some of them are even reclassifying out of, you see the guy Quinn Ewers at Texas. He graduated high school a year early and went to Ohio State the year before he graduated. And so he's starting at transferred to Texas, and he's starting at Texas when he should have been just right out of high school. So these guys are getting developed at an early age, and it is going to make it difficult or more difficult for these smaller colleges to put guys in the bigger schools.
Some high school scores from today. It was Miller Grove over Jackson of Atlanta, 35-22. Lowndes defeated Gadsden County, Florida, 30-17. Douglas County, 48. Mays, 42. It's Douglas Atlanta leading Washington, 20-0. Fourth quarter score. Creekside over St. Peter's Prep out of New Jersey, 27-15. That's the fourth quarter score. Burke County, 10-6 over Effingham County, third quarter. Of course, the score here, Red Devils trail Rutland 20-12, and Tucker and Southwest Cabs kicked off at 7:30, and Southeast Bullock and Statesboro, I believe that one's at Georgia Southern, won't kick off until 9 o'clock.
That's probably a good thing. Be a little cooler 9 o'clock is right now.
Oh, absolutely, and of course we had some really good coaches on with us this week, and throughout the course of the season, we have a habit of finding some really great coaches to come on the Saturday morning quarterback show, of course, sponsored by our friends at the Steakhouse Restaurant. And today was no exception. I mentioned earlier that we had Coach Jason Strickland of the state champion Ware County Gators. He was with us. We also had state champion out of Pacelli. Their head coach, Dwight Jones, was with us. We, of course, talked with Coach Tim Suttles of the Hawkinsville Red Devils. And, of course, we talked with Coach Anthony Williams, new coach here at Rutland. All those coaches were with us this morning. And you know what? We also, a guy that's turned out, I don't know what it is about the guys that go to Wilcox that I become friends with, and a lot of fun to interview him. But Coach Stowe was with us this morning and didn't know until we got later in the show that he was actually at the Huddle House in Hawkinsville.
Yeah.
He could have come in. I invited him. We're going to get him into the studio one day.
That'd be great.
But these guys, you know what? They're people just like us, and I've learned to with a lot of these guys. I've developed a friendship with a lot of them. and you know, Coach Von Laster at Blakely County, you know, Coach Kevin Smith over at Perry. These guys are just so genuine, so real, and they do such a great job. And I tell you what, it's we're lucky and blessed the fact that those guys will take out their busy schedule and join us.
Yeah, really nice when they thank us for what we do for high school football.
Absolutely.
You know, it's really them. You know, they're the ones that are spending so much time.
And you know, and we've entered it, and we've got dug into Coach Hal Hockman's time, trying to tee off over next to the beach in Savannah playing golf. I mean, we kind of got in the way with that one, but you know what? Yeah, he had fun with it. We had fun with it.
Yeah.
And over the years, Matt Land up at Dawson, he'd be having therapy, which is cutting the grass and talking to us. Nothing better on Saturday morning.
Yeah. Some more high school scores, Bruce, from last night. Western High School took on Milton, won 14-0. North Atlanta, 48-0 over Drew. Rock Springs Academy, 14-0 over Cross Keys. It was the Troop Tigers over Hardaway, 50-0. Shaw and Kendrick got together, 43-6. Shaw was the victors over that one. Macon, little rivalry here. Howard over Central, 56-0. Well, Coach Carroll's got something going over there at Howard, on it.
Yeah, and Central's got a new coach. Just keep on. I'll give you his name in a minute.
Central used to be, back when I was playing, Central was probably the best team in the Macon area. Southwest was good, but I always thought Central.
Jared Law, there you go. Jared Law, of course. Jared had been around several places, even worked in the college level a little bit, and Gerald's been on with us a lot over the years. I'm going to try to get him on in the next couple of weeks, but I tell you, that's a good pickup for Central. One of the things with these teams, when you change coaches so often, you need to get somebody in and get them settled in, and the administration and the program back them.
Yep. Some more scores. Savannah Christian over Island Sharks, 56-14. Columbus over Jordan, 55-20. Savannah Country Day over Pinewood, 52-0. Monarch over Cedar Grove, 50-42. That was probably a good game. Brunswick on the road to Camden County. Brunswick beats Camden County 21-17 on the road.
Wow, and that really kind of threw me. Camden I tell you, they're having trouble getting where they want to be and where they need to be. Yeah. And that's the reason I left Coach alone the first part of the season, see how it gets later in the year.
Yeah, they didn't start so well last year. Colquitt County took on Stockbridge, won 47-27. Ware County over Richmond Hill, 28-7. Valdosta got on the winning track, beat Cook, 37-20. Campbell over Kennesaw Mountain, 26-15. It was the Carrollton Trojans back in the winning column over South Paulding, 49-0. East Coweta over Noonan, that was a backyard brawl, 35-6.
You got the Griffin score. I think they got shut out again.
Griffin got beat by Veterans, 35-0.
Wow, they've been 31-0 last week, 35-0 this week.
Yeah,
Coach Fed has got his work cut out for him.
Right.
That's not the old Griffin Bears.
We'll skip over the Westlake score because our friend Eddie probably won't want to talk about that one. Harrison over South Forsyth, 6-3. That's a baseball score.
Yeah,
that's a baseball score there. Let's see. Creekview over Hillgrove, 31-9. Marietta over West Forsyth, 20-19. I bet that was a great game. A lot of talent in those two programs out there. Hughes and McEachern, another two good programs. 40-9. Hughes was the winner in that one. North Paulding over East Paulding, 21-17. I'm sure those two are familiar with each other. North Gwinnett and Archer, 28-16. North Gwinnett Bulldogs won that one. Walton over the Brookwood Broncos, 63-15.
Wow. That's
Grayson over Eagles Landing, 83-0. I don't think Grayson's got a whole lot of players, do they? They got some guys probably playing NFL now. Newton over Alcoy, 54-0. Parkview and Shiloh, 60-0. Parkview was the victors in that game. South Gwinnett over Meadow Creek, 25-0. And here's a good one here. I bet this was a great game. Etowah over Cherokee, 28-26 on the road. That sounds like it was a good ball game. Let's see. Wheeler beat Lassiter, 59-17. A lot of big scores here. Cambridge over Denmark, 24-17. Another two Forsyth schools. North Forsyth against Forsyth Central. North Forsyth was the winners, 27-17. Lambert over Dawson County, 48-18. Let's see, Loganville over Discovery, 42-8. Duluth over Jackson County, 35-34. I thought that was a good game. Mill Creek over Norcross, 27-13. That's two powerhouse programs. Peachtree Rig over Lanier, 44-36. Buford over Mallard Creek. We talked about that this morning, 10-7.
Mm-hmm.
Got the number one player in America and one of the top receivers in America, and they only scored 10 points. Central Gwinnett and Appalachia, 50-7. Central Gwinnett was the winners in that game. Jones County over Decula, 44-19. We talked to Coach Chastain this morning. Gainesville over Mountain View, 34-21. Hoko Bears victors over Perry Panthers, 42-35.
And a well of a ball game.
Good game.
Wow.
And my son-in-law was texting me during that game and giving me updates. Lee County keeps winning, 51-14 over Hateville Charter. They had a big win last week over Warner Robins. Come from behind win. North side of Warner Robins beat Peach County, 28-17. Coach Westbrook is struggling a little bit over there at Peach County, but I got confidence that he will get that turned around. Too good of a coach. Thomas County Central beat Thomasville, 45-17. We talked to Coach Rogers this morning. Always good to talk to Coach Rogers. Dutchtown went down to Tifton and took on Tift County and whipped them 52-16. You don't go down there and beat Tift County 52-16 unless you got something going on. And Dutchtown looks like they probably got something going on. We talked about Griffin and Veterans. Veterans was a victor on that game, 35-0. My daughter is an alumni of Veterans High School.
We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff. We're running out of time. We'll be back in 2 minutes to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866. When moving to a new community, what are some things you look for? Clean neighborhoods, hospital, cost of living, a good grocery store, or is it education? In Hawkinsville, we feel as though we have some of it all, especially education. Along with the education factors, how about some of the other things that make a student well-rounded? Things like one-act plays, drama, baseball, softball, or football. At Hawkinsville High School, it's about the total package. There's nothing like a Friday night at Bobby Gentry Stadium with a big red marching machine playing the Washington and Lee Swing. Go Red Devils!
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town shine. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
Welcome back into Macon as we're just about a minute away from the kickoff of the second half of our ball game between the Red Devils and the Rutland Hurricane. Devils trailed 20-12. Devils had a lead And the last couple minutes, Devils took the lead, and Rutland came back and got ahead. Want to check the weather. The weather right now is temperature is 91 degrees. Heat index giving us a feel of 100 degrees. So it's still warm outside, to say the least. Two teams are on the sideline now. We're just about ready to go. Red Devils will be receiving to start the second half. Devils are going to retreat down here to the right side. They'll be going from our right to left towards the scoreboard. Devils had a little breakdown in the last minute or so of the first half. Other than that, really played pretty darn well. Now they're going to move to the other side of the field. Just when I said they're going to take it from our right side to the left, now they're going to go from left to right. And Eddie, you're braver than I am.
What do you mean?
Going down there and having to come back. When I go down, I ain't coming back.
I hadn't caught my breath yet, Bruce.
You know, I can walk flat, and it's got to do with my age. I can walk flat all day long. I put in.
We need those steps so we can walk them. By the end of the year, we'd be okay.
Now we're flip flopping the other way again. I have walked better than 32,000 steps a day for a little short fat guy at my age. That's pretty darn good. But I'm gonna tell you, folks, walking flat is one thing. When you come up that steep hill there,
Lord, and the way they got the steps kind of situated.
They're set for young people.
They sure ain't set for old people. Bruce, that is a beautiful setting, ain't it?
Oh, it is.
There's nothing like high school football at night.
Oh, absolutely. And those lights going up the poles over there look pretty darn good. And, of course, you got a house
I don't like
over here.
these blue lights over here.
No, they're different. There's the kick. Devils will take it on the 30, and we'll go down right there at about the 31. First down and 10, Red Devils.
Yeah, that was just Jaquel Powell taking that one.
Oh, spot him at the 30.
I imagine Coach had a conversation with him about the kickoffs when he had him in the break at halftime.
As we called it growing up, the coming to Jesus meeting.
You know, I almost wish, we got a great school system. And please nobody take this wrong. I wish they had somewhere in the sports facility a room where they could show film. I think every Sunday ought to be dedicated to showing film. Bring them in, feed the kids after church, and watch about 2 hours of film. I think it's a great learning experience.
Devils from the shotgun. There's snap. Gonna give it to Mullis, and nothing there. They closed in on it. Eddie, you got two big gyms that were left over that we kept for indoor facilities. And there's classrooms in one of them. That's a good place to set up for
and that's what I'm saying. There needs to be somewhere where they can go and learn. Every practice doesn't have to be physical. It needs to be mental. And you teach kids, most kids these days want to see it.
And I'll tell you about our video watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't want to go to those.
Wing to either side, working from the shotgun, man in motion this way. Don't say it. Reverse. Norris Smith, wide open across the 40, the 45, the 50. Down the sideline, there he goes inside the 30. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Devils. Woo! What a place.
Misdirection right there, Bruce. Misdirection. Everybody went left. But the ball went right.
Back in our day, Eddie was talking about the video. Back in our day, that it had to be sent off and developed overnight. And then you had that old real projector.
I know what you're talking about.
It's funny when Coach Gentry had picked these plays apart. Well, Coach, we scored a touchdown on that play. It
don't matter.
But let me tell you missed, Brother Mills.
Yeah. There's always something a coach can find to make you better.
He was great at it.
Yeah, I love that man. I loved him. Him and his wife were two of the greatest people. After Coach Gentry passed away, Miss May, you'd see her and every football player he ever coached made it a point.
There's a snap, 2-point conversion. I'll throw it underneath and catch it in the end zone. 3-point conversion. It was 6-45
Yeah,
for the conversion.
Yeah, that was Dagan to Rutherford. I'm sorry, Bruce. We got to do something about this printing. Rutherford on that one.
I got it finished. It's now 11:06, and we're tied at 20 to 20. And we've got just 54 seconds off the clock here in the third quarter, and we're tied. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
For all your tax needs and IRS e-file in Middle Georgia, it's Lester's Income Tax Service at 99 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-1650. Best of luck, Red Devils.
We're back as the Devils kick off. A short one on the side. It's in the air, and it gets away.
Oh, man.
Man, that took a bounce in the air at the 40, and we all missed it.
I think they were scared to touch it.
Now, let's see what's happening. We were offsides. We were offsides. I'll back us up 5 yards and re-kick it. That's the reason we were so close to the ball.
Yeah.
It's like when the guys
pesky offside penalty.
It's like when the offensive tackle tackles the defensive tackle, and you see that the guy's got 20 yards around the corner. Well, he had a little help.
Yeah.
Devils back it up 5 yards on re-kick as the sun begins to go down here in Macon. There's the kick, the squibber this way this time. It's bouncing around, and they caught it and fell on it on the ground. That was number 84. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 36. First down 10. Rutland.
You know, the way that it's been going tonight, you don't know if you're going to get a running play or a 70-yard pass.
Yeah. Both teams have been getting a lot of it.
Oh, yeah.
Canes up, 2 wide left, 2 to the right, empty backfield. Devils in a 4-man front. They got 4 backers that are up on the 40-yard line within 5 yards of the line. Man in motion the other way. They're going to stick it in his belly. Goes around the corner, and he breaks one tackle. And there's
not going to break that one.
Just took him out, and we got flag. That's going to be holding on that. Is it blocking the back?
Either a block in the back or a hold.
Right there at the point.
Yeah.
That was a loss of about 5 or 6 yards on the play. Let's see what we do. Flag laying on the 34. So they're going to take it 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Come back it up to the
26,
26-yard line.
It'll bring up 1st and 20 now. Canes up to the ball. They'll split 2 wides to the left side, 2 to the right, working from the shotgun. Batter takes snap, steps back, looks, and throws it over the middle, incomplete. We got a little bit of bump in there in the middle with the receiver, the defensive back, and the referee.
Yeah.
It was kind of crowded in the middle.
It was at that, Bruce.
Pass was incomplete. Mercer was leading with about 6 minutes going to game, 17-7, I believe it was, Eddie.
Let me look it up for you. I can do so.
3 wides to the right, 1 left now. That's that little speedster called that long touchdown on the left side from the shotgun. And we may have just jumped. Nope, they didn't throw the flag. We must not have got over. We must have been off the ball a little bit. There's snap. He's back. He looks. He's going to throw it over the middle. He's got a man wide open, and overshoots the intended target. He had number 1, Whitfield, breaking open at about our 40-yard line. It's going to bring up second. It's going to be third down and 20. College football opening cupcake weeks continue next week. The first 3 or 4 weeks, you'll get a good game here and there, but folks, there's a lot of money gates for the visitors. Of course, that's how they fund their programs. Timeout, Rutland. Timeout on the field. 10:27 left to go here in the third quarter. We're tied at 20 each. We'll take a 30-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
Solo Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
Atlanta Braves won again today, 7-3, as they defeated the Giants out in San Francisco. Atlanta Braves are now 84-44 on the season. I would say that's pretty respectable. Phillies are 14 games back, Marlins 20, Nationals 24, and coming up dead last, the New York Mets, who will be looking for a new manager at the end of the season, no matter how good he is.
Final on Mercer, 17-7 over North Alabama, and that is the final.
And, of course, Spoon Resper went to that game to watch his son. 2 wides to each side. Quarterback back steps up. Now he's going to he may have been across the line of scrimmage. He was awful close. They're going to say no, but the pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. I'd like to see a replay on that one. He was close.
Thursday night, August 31st at 8 o'clock, Florida plays number 14, Utah.
The Utes.
The Utes. Florida's unranked. I got a feeling that...
Utes are kids, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was on Cousin Vinny?
Yeah, I think so.
They'll line up in the punt formation. Punter's only 9 yards behind the line. A little high, gets off a beautiful punt. We're going to call a fair catch. And the ball will be Red Devils at their own 42-yard line. 10-12 left to go here in the third quarter. We're tied at 20.
And the game is going to be getting a lot of coverage, and I don't really think it's going to be that much of a game, is Colorado and TCU.
I wonder why that's getting coverage.
Yeah, Prime built that one up. I mean, that's really prime, college prime.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, and he's done a real good job recruiting, but I don't know if he can turn the team around that quick. I think he'll do okay.
It'll take a little time.
It's going to take a little time.
They just about turned over the entire roster.
Yeah, he walked in and said, you gone, make peace.
Devils up to the line. Wing to the side, man in motion this way. Quarterback rolls back to the other side, going to throw it underneath to Mullis. Fagan Mullis with the catch, pick up about 6 yards.
Mercer plays Ole Miss next week. That's a 2 p.m. kickoff.
And Georgia plays UT, University of Tennessee, at Martin.
Yeah.
You're like, well, they didn't know that.
Yeah.
2nd and 5.
Alabama plays Middle Tennessee.
Devils up in the wing to either side. Blake takes the snap, going to stick in his running back's belly. And there goes Mullis. He's going to cross the 40 all the way down to about the 37-yard line. Another one of them 15, 18-yard runs by Dagan Mullis.
Yeah, the temperature's done dropped down there. It's pleasant. I will say that. It's pleasant. He's got his second win. The game I want to watch...
Well, let me correct. It's not pleasant. It's less
hot.
Yeah.
Okay. The game I really want to watch is at 7 p.m. on Sunday night. That's LSU and Florida State.
Wow. Wing man in motion the other way. Going to give it again. Mullis Boston's only going to get about 2 yards on that one. It's going to bring up second down and 8. Devils at the 30. Actually, they're going to give across to the 34. Gain of 3. Devils at the 34-yard line of the Canes. I'm going to give you some scoring updates on Eddie.
No, that was my wife telling you that remark about Georgia was a dud. I don't know what you said. I'm used to it.
I said University of Tennessee.
Yeah, okay.
And then I said Martin.
Yeah.
At least you're listening, Kathy. Thanks, sis. You can always count on family.
Yep.
There's a snap to give the
Dagan. He bounces outside. He's still not down.
He got maybe 2-3 yards. That was the hard way.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up third down now. We're going to say 3rd and 5.
Running
That's
the
okay.
clock off.
You tell her the Georgia joke you told earlier.
Actually, I changed it up if I tell it. That's all right. I can find it.
What's that school in L.A. that y'all like?
Auburn.
Yeah, that little farming school.
Yeah.
Man in motion the other way from the wing, and they just jumped into the neutral zone. To the Devils' right front side, they got penetration over there about our guard or tackle. That'll back them up 5 yards. And that's going to make it a very manageable situation. Matter of fact, it's going to be a first. I thought we were going to be short a half a yard or so. So it's going to be first down and 10 Red Devils at the 27-yard line now of Rutland. 8:13 clock running to go in the third quarter, 2020 score. Devils at the Rutland 27, first and 10. On the hash on the far side, working from a double wing. There's snap. Leak's going to take it. Going to bounce to the right, cuts back upfield, and going to go down somewhere around the 20-yard line. Gain of about 7 yards on the play.
Devils moving the ball. Looks like they found something on that right side.
Second down and a long 3 now. Coming to you from Ed to 4 Sports Complex in Macon, part of the Bibb County School District. Devils break out of the huddle. They set up on the hash on the far side. Working from the double wing on the shotgun. There's the snap. Don't take it. Malik right back up the middle. And Malik's going to go down near the 15, maybe
Yeah,
the
they're
16.
going to mark him about 16, still enough for the first down.
Yes, first down Red Devils as they move it on down to the 16-yard line. First and 10.
Chewing up yards, chewing up time.
That was the 6th play. It started at our own 43-yard line. 2020 ball game. Devils were down by a 20-12 score and scored the touchdown and got the 2-point conversion on a Dagan Mullis pass to number 45. That is Relaford. Devils now have a couple split to the right side. Going to take snap. Dagan around the right side, following the big guys over there. Going to take it inside the 10 down to about the 8.
They're going to mark him down at the 9, I think, Bruce.
Devils down there knocking now. Second down and about 3 yards to go. Ball setting on the 9-yard line. Devils working on the far side over there. Working from the shotgun. Got 2 split to the right side. Going to take it. Dagan right to the right side. And going to get a first down, I believe.
Yeah, they got Dagan in that. What they call that? We called this last year, Bruce?
The Wild Devil.
The Wild Devil. Direct snap. He just picks a hole and goes forward.
And he's going behind his big boys over there.
Yeah.
Darius Anderson over there on that side. He just get behind the big guy and following him. 6:15 clock running. Third quarter, 2020 score. Singletary split out there to the right side. Bryson, that is, working from the shotgun. Singletary.
Oh, man, fumble.
Nelson Singletary was in the shotgun, took the snap, and we mishandled it, and we're going to fall down at the 7. It's going to bring up second and goal. And we haven't seen a quarterback in the last few minutes.
No, we hadn't. We've gone to that double, and
he's standing over there with the coach. Now, I don't know if there's...
Was his helmet off?
Yes. I don't know if there's an issue or what. We're going with power football right now. Devils up to the line. Two split to the right side. You got that guy shifting across. Going to come in behind. Nelson cuts outside. Cuts towards the goal line. And he's going to be about the one or inside of it.
Yeah, he took that ball and just found him a crease to the right. And that seems to be where they're concentrating, is the crease to the right-hand side of that line. They found something. And they haven't stopped us yet.
Third down and goal from the one. Devils will line up. Double wing formation on the far hash mark. Nelson Singletary will take the snap. The low snap, picks it up, and going to go into the end zone. Touchdown. 1 yard carry by number 5, Nelson Singletary. And the Devils now take the lead.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect
to 20. Devils will line up in that spread formation.
And
when you line up in these spread formations, because you usually don't kick very much. That's what Portal did. Of course, they had Coleman at quarterback. Wow. Now the Devils will shift and go into kick formation. That will be number 7 kicking for the Red Devils. That is Wesley Johnson. There's snap. Hold. The kick is up.
Oh.
And no good. It's partially blocked.
His foot shot out from under him. He planted his foot, but there was just no traction. It slid completely out front. And
PAT no good, and Devils now lead 26-20, 4:46 on the clock in the third quarter. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the River. Stay tuned.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics.
Devils kick off a little squibbler up the middle. That will be recovered at the 48. And they'll have it first and 10 at their own 48-yard line. I'd like to see that thing drop out here around the 35 on near the sideline. But they've got great field position now. Not sure. First and 10, Rutland at their own 48-yard line. 4:46 going to third. Devils 26-20 lead. Two wides to the left. They're working from the shotgun. Man in motion this way. There's snap, and he mishandles it. Busted play, and we're going to put back in the backfield.
Yeah, that was number 16.
15.
15, I'm sorry. That was Pickett on the tackle.
Loss of about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14. Next week, Devils return home to Bobby Gentry Stadium as we'll host the Claxton Tigers. Two wides to the left, one to the right from the pistol formation. Going to stick in his running back's belly, and he's going to gain a yard or two.
Yeah, he brought down by a host of Devils, but they were led by Landon Johnson, number 51.
It's going to bring up third down, and about 9 yards to go. See Wyatt's either side from the shotgun. Back fast. Gonna throw a little square out here, and Devils is gonna get maybe. Looks like he's gonna be a little bit short of the line of scrimmage.
Coach is wanting a spot. He's wanting it spotted farther down, and he's not gonna get it. Red Devils are calling timeout.
Timeout on the field. 4th down and about 1.5 yards. 2:59 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Devils with a 26-20 lead. Trailed by 20-12 at the half. It came down to the first series, a 70-yard touchdown run to take the and the extra point. It tied up at 20. Well, he scored just a moment ago on a Nelson Singletary 1-yard run to cap a 10-play, 57-yard drive. Point after no good, but we had the lead then at that point, 26-20.
You got to feel like if we can get a stop here, that things are finally going to be turning in our direction, Bruce.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's if you can stop them, go down and score, it makes it and get the 2-point conversion, it makes it a 2-score game going into the 4th quarter. Now, this team is explosive; it can score points quick. But
absolutely,
I just got a feeling that if the Red Devils can go in and hold this and go up another touchdown, that things are changing. Flag on the play.
You can do that. You can shift. You can do that.
I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be motion on the line. There were two blockers on this side that almost came out of their stance. And that's what it looks like. It's that the guard tackle on this side. They stood up as much as they could.
On.
Yeah. Yeah. You can put two people in motion.
They'll split 3 wides to the right, and timeout called by Rutland. 2:59 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Devils with a 26-20 lead. I want to remind you, Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show every Sunday. The fastest 3 hours in radio, 9 to 12, as we'll have 16 coaches scheduled to interview. And, of course, do a little bit of traveling with John and Eddie as they break down the college game. That's each week on the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show.
And I'll go ahead and throw this out here to our listeners. If you got a college game you want us to talk about, send it to me in chat or send it to me on Facebook. We'll talk about it. Now, keep in mind, we're always going to talk about Georgia. We're always going to talk about Alabama. But if there's some other team out there...
I just sent you an email.
No. Slippery Rock. That's Bruce. The bad thing is you can't find any information on Slippery Rock.
No.
They don't even give us odds on that game.
Odds are one of them's going to win.
Yeah, well,
that's pretty good odds.
Yeah, okay.
4th down.
I got news for you, Betty. Vegas is not talking about Slippery Rock.
4th down at 6. Oh, Lord. But the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show does.
Bruce does.
Trips to the left, 1 to the right. 4th down and along 6. Back, looks and throws a little pass. Good job by the Red Devils knocking that one away.
I think that was number 26, wasn't it?
Yes, that was 26.
That was
Powell.
Jakael Powell. Perfectly played.
That was a huge play.
Yes. That's the stop we needed. Now, if we can just drive the ball down the field and get 7.
And we got the ball at the 49 yard. That's great field position.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ask for better, but that's pretty darn good. First down and 10, Red Devils.
Brown comes in with the play.
They'll line up on the hash on this side. They'll be moving from right to left towards the scoreboard end.
You know the good thing about Brown, Bruce?
Junior.
He's a junior.
Double wing formation, man in motion the other way. We're going to give it up the middle to Mullis. Mullis is going to cross the 50 and go down to about the 45-yard line. Gain of about 6.
No. And those that are tackling him or hitting him, when they get home, they're going to be sore.
Second down and 4 now. 2:31 clock running to go here in the third quarter. Devils up 26-20. Double wing formation. Red Devils right in the middle. Man in motion the other way. Going to give it to Mullis up the middle. Mullis is going to get 4 or 5 yards and going to get a first down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
first and 10 Devils.
First and 10. He is a arm load. When he's going, he's going.
I like seeing adjustments at the half, and I think the Red Devils made some adjustments.
I think there was an attitude adjustment.
Wow.
More than anything else. I think he set them down and said, look, guys, you can't do this, this, and this. We got to do this, this, and this. And they're finally listening to him.
Oh, absolutely.
And this Rutland team is a good team. There is no slouch about them. They are a good team. They got a lot of athletes. They got a lot of speed.
And they look very well coached, too.
They do.
Devils up to the line. Wing to either side, working from the shotgun. Leak takes snap, going to stick it in the belly of Mullis, and he's going to get knocked down. They hit him 2 yards deep in the backfield.
Yeah.
And that got a little life in that defensive front.
Well, they were blitzing all the way. You saw the linebacker. He was coming. He's just waiting for the ball to be snapped. And we just couldn't react to the line that between center and the guard. There was a hole. He got through it real quick and met Mullis head on.
I think we're going to see a little misdirection on this one. 1:14 clock running, third quarter. Devils break out of the huddle. Second and 12 at the 42-yard line of Rutland. Wing to either side, working from the shotgun. Leak takes the snap, low snap. And it looked weird. That offensive line and the defensive line, it looked like it was moving all over the place, but obviously it wasn't.
They're showing blitz is what they're doing. And if I had to guess, our center saw it coming and he rolled the ball instead of what he was trying to get in position to pick up that blitz.
Roll one, get the snap.
Get the snap off first and go from there.
If you don't get A, B don't matter.
Yeah.
Devils line up in the double wing formation again.
They got it coming again.
Man in motion away. Malik takes the snap. And we're going to go reverse. There it goes. There it goes again. Number 14 is Denard Smith. Across the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Wow. They run that reverse again.
He's got 100 yards. He's got 110 yards off that play, Bruce. That's 110 yards. 170-yard run, 140-yard run.
That was 50 yards. Right at midfield.
Yeah, from the 38.
Yeah, that makes it even much more impressive.
And we've got a little bit of jawing out there. Get away from each other, guys. Come on.
Yeah, we've got a coach out there, talking to him. Said, look, got a coach pointing at the other guy saying, hey, go.
That puts the Devils up 32-20, 4 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Devils trying to get their extra point team out there to see what we're going to do. Eddie, we need this 2-point conversion.
Yes, we do.
We don't need to come away without it. Devils are going to go for 2. They'll break the huddle. Rice and Singletary go to the right side, and aim in this gap over that way. Split. He's going to take the snap. He's going to the right side, and he's going to go to the end zone, and he's in.
Got it.
And the Devils are now stretched their lead 20, and we got a little more jawing than going on out there.
There's a flag on the play on that one.
And the Devils have now stretched the lead 34-20, and we've got, like I said, flags on the field. 4 seconds on the clock to go in the third. Devils up by a pair of scores.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
We're going to stay right here until we find out what the flag is for. We'll tell you about it on the other side. We'll take a 30-second break. Devils up now, 34-20, 4 seconds remaining in the third. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866.
Well, the officials picked it up and waved the flag off, so there's no penalty on the play. Devils will kick off with 4 seconds left to go here in the third. Mullis now is going to set up and kick it off for the Devils.
They got 5 men up.
And guys, Denard Smith, what can you say? Wow. There's a short one, and it's going to be taken by one of the up guys. It's going to fall backwards, and they'll have first and 10 at their own 44, it looks like.
That play almost didn't go. I mean, they had him behind the line, and somebody had grabbed a hold of him, but he just motored through it. And made that cut up right side, and he was gone.
Yeah, that front right side on ours collapsed, and he barely got around it. You're 100% correct. And they're going to say that was the final tick of the third quarter. So we got 3 quarters in the book, and the Devils lead 34-20. We got 1 quarter to go, folks, here in Macon. We'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned.
If you're near the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville, the smell of the fresh fried chicken may lead you right inside for the best meal you'll ever have. Stop and see Lewis Fowler and his staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville for the daily buffet and the daily specials. Come try the Thursday night buffet with shrimp and fish or the Super Sunday buffet after church. Plus, there's full service menu available. And let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, either in-house or on location. The Steakhouse Restaurant on the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville.
Food Mart is a great place for snacks, cold drinks, and great Hunt Brothers Pizza. Then there's gas with easy in and out on the corner of Dooley and Commerce Streets across from the post office. Solo Food Mart, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2584. Solo, your stop for Hunt Brothers Pizza, cold drinks, snacks, lottery, and friendly staff.
We're back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter.
Bruce,
the Devils trailed 20-12 going into the half, Eddie, and 3 scores and 22 points, and we're up 34-20. But guys, there's a long ways to go, Eddie.
There is. You got 12 minutes left. You got explosiveness on both sides. We just happen to be one of those teams that grounds and pounds. We just made some good plays. Real quick, Thursday nights at 5. Listening to the River, you got Drive at 5. You got Coach and his son-in-law bringing you some college football. So listen in on Thursdays at 5.
Rutland with the ball, first and 10 at their own 45. There's a snap. Latner's going to take it around the right side, going to pick up about 5 yards.
Pretty much the same thing we run. We run that wild double. That looked like it was a direct snap, and I guess they're running the wild cane.
Gain of 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
Cane's up to the ball, 2 wide to the left. Latner working with a pistol formation now. Wing to this side, going to take the snap, going to give it to his running back coming this way. He bounces out, cuts back in, and we tackle him from behind. But he's going to pick up 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 now.
Yeah, that was number 54. I guess I need to pull those numbers out where I can see them.
They're going to spot it back at the 47. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, that was Harsh Marshall with the tackle on that one.
Harsh is one of them kids that's gone through the middle school. since I was, having come through the elementary school since I've been there over 7 years. Wide out to either side, working from the shotgun, Latner. He'll take the snap, sticks it in the running back's belly.
Flag on the play.
Right, we got a flag, which is then going to indicate movement in the middle of that offensive line.
Yeah.
Somebody moved a little early. One of the interior linemen looking towards the sideline.
Yeah, Coach isn't too happy.
Coach, it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Against us.
Wow. It's going to go against us. Wow. 10-yard penalty? Wow.
I didn't see. I mean, the play wasn't even.
Yeah, pre-snap. Not sure what it was. That'll put the ball down to the 37-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Well, it had to be somebody on, probably the linebacker, because it was close enough.
One out the other side. Don't give it to number 9 up the middle. That's Brown, Ja'Cory Brown. It was work from the shotgun. Just gave it to him, and he hit the right side around the guard hole. 2nd and 5 now. And there's way too much time in this game to give them very much here, guys. 10-17, clock running to go in the ball game. Devils up 34-20. But these Canes can score in a hurry, folks. They have 2 split wide to the top side up there.
And don't discount them.
Atner's going to be working from the shotgun. Looks like it's that left arm. They set the running back over to his left side. I think that may be Vincent. Don't take snap. Don't give it to his running back. No, he keeps it up the middle. Don't cross the 30 to 25, inside the 20, inside the 15, all the way down to the 14-yard line. We're trying to tackle up high, and he got good runs.
All right. And we got somebody coming in, somebody going out.
It's going to bring up 1st and 10, ball at the Red Devil 14-yard line now. You take 3 good runs and then that penalty, and they're sitting there deep in our territory now. Wide out to the right side, one to the left. Now they're going to flip-flop the wing and the end of this side. High snap, gets away from the quarterback. He's going to go down way back at about the 23 now. Take them when you can get them, folks. They'll spot it at we'll say the 22. 9:07 clock running to go here in the ball game. Devils up 34-20. Wide out to the left. One split to the right. They will work from the shotgun, wing to either side. Latner with a empty backfield. Now they're going to shift those 2 outside guys to the left. Man in motion this way. Quarterback's going to keep it. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man behind him. Wow, he had him breaking inside and throw it behind him.
That pressure right there got to him, Bruce. He lost focus on the receiver, and when he got it back, he threw it behind him.
He had to rush it a little bit. It's going to bring up 3rd down now, and about 16, 17 yards.
And you do know this is 2-down territory.
Absolutely. 8:30 clock stopped at 8:30 to go in the ball game. Devils up 34-20. 3 wides to the right side, 1 to the left. Latner gets snapped, and we got whistles. Procedure against the offense.
It's going to back it up.
It's going to bring them up 5 more yards.
And we're turning it down. We can't turn it down.
You can't turn it down. So it's going to be 3rd down now, and about 23 yards. 3rd and 23 now. Ball back on the 27. 8:13 clock running to go here in the ball game. Devils 34, Rutland 20. Trying to hold on here. 3 wide to the right, 1 left. From the shotgun, Latner. takes snap, steps back, looks to his right. He's pressured and going to be flushed out the right side and completes the pass. Pickup of about 13 yards. It's still going to bring up 4th down and about 10 or 11.
Yeah, they get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
4th down and 11. The ball on the 15. They got to go to the 4. 4th and 11. 7:50 clock stopped.
Trips left.
And I don't know why it stopped. Should automatically go when the ball, the chain is set. 1st down. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. It should be running. A low snap. Quarterback gets it up. He is flushed out over on the side. He throws a bullet towards the end zone. No good, incomplete. And the Red Devils will take over.
That was a big play for the Red Devils, Bruce.
I don't like that clock not running, guys.
I don't either, but still, it's a big play. We can get any kind of drive that takes some time. We should be okay now.
Ball goes up on downs. 7:43 to go. Yeah, that took a lot of time off.
Yeah.
They got the ball to open the quarter, and they've taken it down 4.5 minutes. And we got timeout on the field. 7:43 left to go in the ball game. Red Devils with a 34-20 lead. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil football on the River. Stay tuned.
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
We're back as the Red Devils get the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. 7:43 left to go in the ball game. Devils with a 34-20 lead.
Bruce, look across the field. Do you notice anything about the lights?
Yeah, the poles.
Yeah.
Red on one end, and that's yellowish orange on the other end. And I'm sure the ones behind us are a different color.
Yeah.
That was what I was referring to earlier when you talked about how pretty the setting was.
Yeah.
I thought the lights were really neat for that light going up into the pine tree.
Oh, it is. It's pretty.
This is a nice-looking complex. 1st down 10, Red Devils at their own 15, winged either side. Man in motion the other way. Blake's going to take snap, going to give it to his running back, and we got nowhere to go.
We got one timeout remaining. We're working timeouts.
A little slow getting up down there. 7:30 clock continues to run. And their player up a little slow. He looks like he's a little bit shook up, probably tired.
If I had to guess, with the heat and everything, he's probably just spent.
Clock continues to run, 7:12, 7:10.
If that had been me, I would be laying on a cot with an IV going by now. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Devils break the huddle with 9 seconds on the play clock. 6:59 on the play clock. Man in motion. Take the snap. Going to do a pitch out here. Gets Zenard to the corner. And, excuse me, that's not Zenard. We get the runner to the corner.
That was number 9. That was
Collins. Jake Collins. That little speedster defensive back that had those 2 long runs last week at Portal. 6:31 clock continues to run. 3rd down and 11. Like to get out of this hole down there if we could. If we could beg, borrow, or steal a 1st down here would be huge. 3rd down and 11. Mullis is going back in the ball game.
Correct snap.
Two wideouts to the left. Going to take it to Mullis. Mullis is going to hit the corner. He gets outside, cuts upfield, and he's going to get probably about 7 yards. Going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he took a knee to the chest. I know he's probably wishing for air right about now.
4th down, and he just fell down. 4th down and 2. Dagan drops to the ground. I got a feeling it's heat exhaustion and everything else. 6:54 left to go here. Devils with a 34-20 lead. 4th down and 2. They're inside their own 25-yard line. We'll take a 30-second break. You'll listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
If you're near the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville, the smell of the fresh fried chicken may lead you right inside for the best meal you'll ever have. Stop and see Lewis Fowler and his staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville for the daily buffet and the daily specials. Come try the Thursday night buffet with shrimp and fish or the Super Sunday buffet after church. Plus, there's full service menu available. And let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, either in-house or on location. The Steakhouse Restaurant on the 341 bypass in Hawkinsville.
We're back here in Macon, where the Devils, with 5:44 left to go in the game, the Devils lead 34-20. It's 4th down and 2. They are setting at their own 23-yard line.
And we're going for it. Well, we don't know if we're going for it.
We're hoping for an offsides. I'm sure we're going to take all the time we can. I'd put somebody in motion. I'd do whatever I could to try to get something going. They're inching up closer and closer. We got a guy drifting across the back now, and we're not going to snap it, and we're not giving enough indication that we may snap it to hopefully get them to jump, and we'll get timeout called now. 5:23 left to go in the ball game. 34-20 Devils lead it. We'll take a 30-second break. You listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
If it's great outdoors is your thing, remember Harris Country Meats. Harris has hunting supplies, fishing, bait, and tackle, and a complete garden center. You can also grab a snack for your outing at Harris Country Meats and Grocery, family owned and operated since 1943. You can call them at 478-783-3276, or you can see them at 666 Cochran Highway, Hawkinsville. Harris Country Meats and Grocery. Proud supporters of all Red Devil Athletics.
We're back as the Red Devils are setting up in punt formation, 4th down and 2 from their own 23. We need a decent punt here. We need good coverage. And it's going to be, I think, Wesley Johnson will be doing the punting. The return man is coming way up here to the 35, inside the 35. He's pulled way up. There's the snap, good snap. Gets off a pretty decent punt. It's going to cross the 50, take a bounce across the 45, and out of bounds at the 42. So a pretty decent punt there. Got us out of the hole.
Yes, that was probably the best thing we could expect out of a punt. Puts them on the 42-yard line. We just got to play some good defense now, Bruce.
Yep, they got 48 yards just to cut the lead in half.
Yes.
If they can get 7 out of it.
I got a feeling if they get a touchdown, they're going for 2.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not going for 1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can work with that one.
Looking at our
Kane's 2 wide, see the side, working from the shotgun. Latner's got one back there with him, a little blocking back. Takes a snap, steps back, looks right, throws a quick hitch pass out there. Going to get across the 40, the 45, out to about the 47.
And we brought down by number 17. Is it 77 or 17? 77, you're right.
I'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, that's Anderson.
2 wide, see either side, shotgun. And the quarterback's jumping up and down. We got a flag for Seacher. Latner's getting onto his interior line about something. Going to back him up 5 yards. It's going to bring up now 2nd and 10. 4:43 remaining in this ball game. Devils up 34-20. 2 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun. Latner backs, looks to the right side. Quick pass out there on the corner, and he's going to fly around. Gain of about 5 yards. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 now.
Frustration's starting to show. I mean, every time the play doesn't go the way they want it to, you can tell they're frustrated.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 4, actually. big series here. If you can stop this drive from even getting going, could be huge. 3 wides left now, 1 to the right. Shotgun, Latner looks out this way. There's a snap. He steps back. He throws it side armor across the middle, and we're going to knock it down short. It's going to be 4th and about almost 2 yards. We're going to say 1.5 yards. It gave him across the 50. We'll say 1.5. 4th and 1.5 now. Clock moving down. 4:05, 4:04, 4:03 left to go in the ball game. 4th down now. They've got to cross the 48-yard line of the Red Devils. They're snapped back fast and quick. Right here to the flats is going to be completed. Gain of about 5 or 6 yards. 1st down now.
They're going to the hurry-up offense.
They stop the clock to set the chains. And the chains are set. The clock should start running. He says run it, and it's running. 2 split to either side. Quarterback steps up, throws it over the middle, incomplete.
Wilson trying those little short passes over the middle, hoping they can break somebody.
The guy on the far side looked like he had 1 foot beyond the line, the outside receiver.
Yeah.
Put another defensive back in there.
Yeah, we're going heavy back. 3-man rush.
3:38 left to go. 2nd and 10 now, and he's offsides. He's offsides.
He's offsides over there.
His foot is over the line. He's going to throw a pass out there in the right. Incomplete. He has got 1 foot across the line.
Oh, he's about a yard offsides, and I cannot understand why that line judge is not calling it.
Right in front of him. Pass incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now. 3:32 on the clock. The second line's up there again. They split 3 wides to the right now, 1 to the left.
It's going to go this way.
Now they're going to shift the 2 guys.
Look at him. He's running off offside.
His foot's cross line every time.
And the coach is
down the line. Now we're going to call timeout. Timeout on the field. 3:32 left to go in the ball game. Devils up 34-20. It is 3rd down and 10. They are at our 44-yard line. We'll take a 30-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The Big City Lawyer with Small Town Chime. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
We're back. It's 3rd down and 10, and we still don't understand why no one has said anything to the official on the far side. The outside receiver, his foot is beyond the line. There's no doubt about it. I mean, we're looking right down and we see it clear as day. At least make him back up.
I mean, he's not even checking. Most of the time, receivers, when they're standing that far off the line, they'll check.
I think Coach Bobby Jackson may be saying something to him now. They split the guys out to the right side. Let's see where he hits.
Look.
He's right on it. He's okay.
This one over here wasn't, though.
Quarterback in trouble, and he's going to throw it away and as he's going down. And it's going to be incomplete. It's going to make a 4th down.
3:26 left in the 4th quarter, Bruce.
Huge play here. Anything short of 10 gives us the ball. And I'm ready for them to have their play on offense.
Yeah.
These guys scare me.
They scare me.
They got a lot of speed. Now he's well on side there. There's a snap, a little high. He looks to his right. He's going to throw it underneath. And he's going to be knocked down way short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down. I mean, the ball will go on downs. As the Devils will get it, they come up about 6 yards short. 3:17 to go on the clock to go in the game. Devils will get the ball back.
This is when, if you're a Red Devil and you see somebody jawing, you smack them on the head and say, "Look at the scoreboard, keep it cool."
And I don't wait for the official. I handle it myself.
Yeah. I mean, there shouldn't be any dance. There shouldn't be anything that can stop you. You need a couple of first downs. You get a couple of first downs and you run the clock, you pretty much taken care of business.
2 wideouts to the left.
Yeah.
Working from the Wild Devil now. Morris takes snap. We're all left. Our backfield is leaning way before the ball gets there.
Didn't need that.
No, that was definitely motion.
Well, it's like...
He did start but half a second early.
I mean, it's like they're leaning in like...
Come on, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the snap. Let me have it. They back up the line. It's 1st and 15 now. 3:13 on the clock. There's a snap.
It's going to be another flag.
They're going to get us. Yep.
Yeah. No, he actually went to the ground. I mean, it was obvious. Take him out, put somebody else back here.
Come on, guys.
That's 10 yards off the. Well, we're still sitting at. We're 1st and 20 now.
And the clock's not moving.
The clock's not moving.
We've run 8 seconds off so far. Devils making some personnel changes. Right. 1st and 20. Devils back at their own 29. 3:09 left to go in the game. Devils up 34-20. Devils going to give off to Mullis up the middle.
He's going.
He's going to get about 5 yards. And
clock's running.
Let the clock run, folks.
Come on.
And we're going to stop the clock as we got a man down.
One of ours.
Hey, stop the clock. Remind you, next week we'll be at home at Bobby Gentry Stadium. Pre-game at 7, kickoff at 7:30. And, of course, the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show next Saturday morning, beginning at 9. The fastest 3 hours in radio. As they tend to our guy, we'll take a 30-second break. You listen to Red Devil Football on the River. Devils lead 34-20, 2:53 remaining in the game. We'll be back after this.
The Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville is the perfect spot for you to get some comfort food, some great Southern cooking. Lewis Fowler and his staff prepare a lunch buffet 7 days a week, along with a special Thursday night buffet with fish and shrimp and the Super Sunday buffet after church. Let the Steakhouse Restaurant cater your next event, whether it's on location or with the in-house banquet facilities. As you're driving along the 341 bypass and smell the fried chicken, stop and eat a great meal at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville.
We're back as the two teams make their way back out on the field. Devils in a 2nd and about 16 to go now. They're on the hash on the far side. They got a wide out to that side. Malik at quarterback, wing to either side. Devils running as much time as possible off the clock. Play clock down to 6. They're going to take snap, going to give it up the little inside reverse to Naeem Blair, and he's going to get probably 2 or 3 more yards. Going to bring up 3rd down now and about 13 to go. 2:22. Clock running to go in the ball game. Devils 34, Rutland 20. Devils trailed 20-7. It's going to be 20-12 at the half. And the 3rd quarter belonged to the Red Devils.
Yeah, they Red Devils finally started putting together some error-free football, moving the ball, putting points on the board. And since then, I think they've gained some confidence. There's a little bit more giddy-up in the go.
We got a timeout called by Rutland this time.
I think that's Rutland's last timeout, Bruce.
Yes, that is their last timeout. I don't see any timeouts for either team on the board, which is good. That means once it starts, it runs.
That's fine for us. We just let it run.
Guys, we still got 1:54, but this could be a very big game for this young team.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something.
Wow.
I'm still a little nervous myself.
Oh, I am. Trust me, I am too.
You know,
These guys scored twice in 44 seconds.
they have speed that, you know,
I would feel much better if we could pick up 15 yards on this play.
that little number 8, the quarterback.
Latner, yes.
Oh man, he is something to behold.
And they just got so many different kids that they're running out on offense. 14, Lester, the receiver, is good too. He's a sophomore.
Yeah. You got to think that there's not going to be a passing play from the Red Devils.
Devils with a wing to the side, got a wide out set, wide to the right side, a little inside reverse again, and we're going to pick up about 6-7 yards, and it's going to bring up 4th down and maybe 5, maybe 6 at the most, and the clock at 1:42 as they unpile over there. 1:37 clock still running.
Yeah.
And it's 4th down now. Now you're the Devils.
What do you do?
Yeah, we don't have a timeout, so we can't try to bluff them to come off sides. 1:13 left to go. 110, 109, 108, 107.
Run the clock down, take the penalty, and then punt.
Clock headed down towards the minute mark.
It's at 105. Delay of game.
Delay of game on the Red Devils will back them up 5 yards, bring up 4th and 10 and a half, maybe 11, and they'll have to punt. I would rather, even if it don't go but 15 yards down the line of scrimmage, that he kicks it to the short side over there, over on the track over there.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't want it.
Don't want them to get a return.
No, I don't want it in number 7's hands.
Yeah.
That scares me.
I think they're trying to decide who's going to punt. It looks like it's going to be 3 seconds, 2 seconds. I mean, what is going on?
Another delay of game.
That I don't understand.
Yeah, because you're not running time off clock.
You're not helping yourself by taking that penalty.
And we didn't need any more room to punt. We don't have to worry about it going to the end zone. Of course, a little more respect down number 7 after that punt last time. There's a snap. And what's going on? We got whistles, we got flag. It's going to be on the Red Devils. We're going to back up again. Wow. 4th and 25 now. Well, 4th and 23. 55 seconds still on the clock.
Basically, you're going to give them the ball around 40-something.
They'll have it close to midfield.
Just punt the ball.
There's snap. It's off a line drive off the other side, on cross the 50 and kick out of bounds. Somewhere around let's see where they spot it at.
Bobby's trying to influence them over there. And
wow, he puts it across on our side.
He puts it where the only what's the guy doing? You don't.
Wow.
They basically got the ball where we should have had a first down.
Wow.
At the 49-yard line. Yeah.
48 seconds on the clock to go in the game. Rutland with the ball at the Red Devil 49. 3 wides left, 1 to the right. He looks left, steps up, and he's under pressure, and he'll go down. He'll go down at least 2 yards.
He'll have to come out. He'll have to come out. He lost Feldman.
And they'll send in number 15 now, Brandon Elliott. He'll check into the ball game. 24 seconds, 23 seconds.
That young man has played his heart out today.
Absolutely.
I have a lot of respect for him.
Heck of a ball player.
I'm just glad we don't have to face him again the rest of the year.
Clock down inside of 10 seconds. Quarterback throws a pass out here. Almost intercepted. He threw it short. We broke for it, couldn't get it. Ball's incomplete. They went ahead and let the last 3 seconds go.
Yeah.
And that'll do it as the Red Devils put a win in the win column, 34 to 20. We made adjustments at the half.
We made adjustments, and I guarantee Coach got them in there and said, look, this is a game you can win if you play the right way. And they made some adjustments both mentally and team-wise, and they come out a different team the second half.
Absolutely. We lost the lead in the last minute of the first half, went from being up to being down, went into the half down 20 to 12. Came out in the third quarter, and we just absolutely owned the third quarter, and then played pretty stout defense in the fourth quarter and kept the game in check at that point. And hats off to the Red Devils. On a night like tonight, where I thought heat and humidity would get us, we had to show a little bit of signs here and there. But I'm going to say what. Both teams
is the river.
Down the field under all these conditions.
Well, they handled it. A lot of it was the coaches were wise with substitutions. They made sure that they moved people in and out, and you got to give a lot of credit to this team. I mean, they made the adjustments they needed, and they came out on top. And let's hope this carries forward. I mean, we got a tough game next week, coming up. So. Proud of the team, proud of Rutland. Rutland played a good game.
Absolutely, they did. Again, the Devils went in here tonight 34 to 20. They go to 1-1 on season. We return home next week to host the Claxton Tigers.
And we owe them. We owe them.
Absolutely, we do.
That was a game we had in check until the last. I mean, it just seemed like things just imploded. Yeah.
Again, the Devils win it 34 to 20.